Huh? Steins Gate. We've been in the Steins Gate category for an hour and 10 minutes. I think it's about time we actually do Steins Gate.
So much for the 100k redeem. I'm going to use TTS for all my chats from here on out.
Please don't.
It would be a shame if someone copy-pasted an entire song like "How Can You See Into My Eyes Like Open Doors?" leading you down into my core where I've become so numb without a soul my spirit's sleeping somewhere cold until you find it there and lead it back home. Wake me up inside, save me, call my name and save me from the dark, wake me up, bid my blood to run, I can't wake up, before I come undone, save me from the nothing I've become now that I know what I'm without you can't just leave.
Hermaphroditus in the Labyrinth. Finally, Lukako. Our dearest Lukako. I don't like that first sentence, excuse me? Like, I know it happens a lot in Steins Gate, like, that instance, but why is that literally the first fucking sentence?
Mayuri-chan is dead.
Thank you, Chat Cat. Why is that literally the first sentence? I am concerned. Maybe it was good that we had all of those shenanigans and chaos and oh god. What are we in for? It is a mood shift. Fuck. Like, part of why I didn't want to do Moikas is because unfortunately, I've seen a lot of the CGs and making the thumbnails. And so, like, I saw the, CGs with Moika, and it's like, that seems like not so fun. I'll say Moika for next time. But this is literally the first sentence for Lukako. Okay, well, anyways, that line has been read, courtesy of Chat Cat. Thank you, Chat Cat. I love you, Chat Cat. Everyone, a round of applause for Chat Cat. Anyways. Everything had happened so suddenly. She was totally fine the day before. Which Steins Gate timeline is this? Like, the Divergence? The one where Mayuri dies. Her smile was as energetic as always, making everyone around her feel worry-free. Mayuri-chan is my friend. No, my best friend. Or at least, that's what I chose to believe. Or choose to believe. I can read. Mayuri-chan was the first person to talk to me when I had just entered high school, when I didn't know anyone. You should have more confidence in yourself, Luka-chan. She would always try to cheer me up. To be honest, none of this felt real. Not until the day before yesterday, when I saw Mayuri-chan at the funeral. It was like she was sleeping inside of her coffin. The usual smile on her face. I felt like she could wake up at any moment, warmly laugh and say good morning. But no matter how long I waited, Mayuri-chan didn't move. Her eyes remained closed. She didn't move an inch. Her skin was cool to the touch. She was so stiff. It's that damn rigor mortis. That's when I finally realized. Mayuri-chan is dead. She'll never get to smile again. Or look at me with those bright eyes. Or talk to me in her gentle, girly voice. Never again. Where do people go when they die? I asked my dad something like this when I was a kid. Well, you see, people become gods when they die. That's what he taught me. But the reality is that people are burned to ash when they die. Mayuri-chan had become ash. She got cremated? She becomes smoke, rising up into the sky. That was supposed to be a sad thing. But then why is the sky so clear and blue? I look up with my dry eyes, now incapable of producing tears as my mind races. I place my hand gently on my chest. Small and inconspicuous, but a soft swell. Proof that I'm a girl. Okay, well, that's Eileen. A girl. I say it out loud. Yes, I am a girl. I talk like a guy, but I'm a girl. There's no mistaking it. For a long, long time, I've had the same dream over and over again. I'm not sure when it started. I think it started when I was just a child, so I must have been having this dream for quite some time. It's a very strange dream, in which I live as a boy. Everything about how I look is the same. My personality is the same. I'm as unconfident and introverted as ever. The only thing different about me is my sex. Everybody around me treats me like a boy. And I guess that makes sense. In my dream, I am a boy. Of course they treat me that way. My mom, my sister, and my friends. Even the person most special to me. And for some reason, the me in that dream feels like being a boy is a sad thing. The me in that dream wishes they were a girl. Whenever I wake up from that dream, I always check my body. And then I feel relief wash over me. This has been happening ever since I was a child. Back then, I thought everyone was having similar kinds of dreams. But I was wrong. I asked my sister and my friends, but nobody had the same experience I did. Even my Iri-chan said she never had a dream like that before. So one day, I decided to do some research on it. According to the books, a dream where your sex changes signifies a change in the nature of your relationships with the people around you. I want to eat that book. I want to eat all those books. But looking back on things, I can't see when or where that change could have happened, if at all. Well, because maybe you fucked with time, but that's okay. And if that was the case, why would I keep seeing the same dream over and over? I've always wondered about this. Why am I the only one with these bizarre dreams? But then one day, the answer found me. You were actually a boy. The words of the person most special to me. The words of Okabe Rintaro-san. Okabe-san had told me that originally I was actually a boy, but later turned into a girl. His words pierced my chest like a sharp knife. And I was so stunned. I can't believe that someone so important to me could say something as awful as that. Was that how Okabe-san had always looked at me? I can't believe he's pretending to be a girl when he's actually a boy. I don't know if such a thing is even possible. But I remember being immensely sad when he felt that way about me. I've loved him for so long. Ever since the day I first met him. Aww. Just looking at Okabe-san's face filled me with joy. Yo, lukako. And just hearing him call out my name was enough to put a smile on my face. And one day, when I have the courage, when I become much stronger, you drink it? Then, will my feelings finally reach him? I'd always felt that way. I look the same as I do in my dreams, except I had a dick. Yep. It'd be that way. But to find out that Okabe-san had thought of me as a boy, just thinking about it filled me with a deep sadness. A deep, deep sadness. It was so painful that I couldn't help but cry. But somewhere in my heart, I was satisfied. Yeah, I knew it. This discomfort I've had forever. That weird recurring dream. This feeling that I'm not who I'm supposed to be. I felt like Okabe-san's word had finally cleared the doubt in my mind. I really was a boy. Girl, get your man, chase him and throw off all your clothes. I'll show him you're not a boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Triggered by Okabe-san's words, memories of my time as a boy began to surface. Well, that's not quite right, actually. According to Okabe-san, it was a world line in which I was a boy. Even now, the whole thing is too difficult for me to really understand, but nonetheless, the fact remains that I was a boy at some point. Okabe-san told me that he wanted me to go back to being a boy. According to him, something called a phone wave named Subject to Change is what turned me into a girl. He and the others had made it. He said that by sending messages into the past using this time machine, a person could change history. And apparently, I, as a boy, have told him I wanted to be a girl. I wanted to be a girl. Which means that I had hated life as a guy. I had always wanted to be a girl. And what about the me of now? I gave it some thought, and my conclusion was clear as day. I still don't want to be a boy. I want to stay like I am, but... Please, Lukako. If you don't, Okabe-san had given this precious gift to me, the timid girl who could barely ever speak her mind. He told me that by practicing swings with this, I'd be able to become strong. Strong. This is a cute CG. I'm just counting. I'm not gonna reread those. You get the idea. But this is a cute image. I sang Samidare with all my might. Swinging this thing can get rid of my doubt. Can get rid of my need to think. My mind and heart can't help but feel this way. And swinging this word hundreds of times means getting rid of these feelings. But I need to. Oh. I've never been particularly strong. I don't have physical or mental strength, no guts, no decisiveness. No matter how much I try to act like I care for my friends, at the end of the day, I'm only looking out for myself.
I was strong once. I swung my sword around. Swinging around the sword made me strong. Strong? I was strong once.
To prove that, I can't even do 30 swings. I'm just a weakling. And being a weakling is a bad thing. Yeah, a bad thing. To me, the world is made up of good things and bad things. I'm not the one who gets to decide which is which. So who does? Someone other than me. If you're a boy, being girly is a bad thing. If you're a girl, being girly is a good thing, of course. As a boy, being reliable and self-confident is good. As a girl, being gentle, delicate, and kind is good. That's why my appearance, as a boy anyway, is bad. I needed to be a girl. Unfortunately, being a weakling is a bad thing for both girls and boys. That's what society thinks anyway. And if society thinks that way, then that's all there is to it. Regardless of what I am. I'm left a weakling, no matter what. My existence is still bad. Nothing changes. Mayuri-chan. All I can do is hug my knees and cry. Because if I keep crying, someone will come to help me. A friend will come by and ask if I'm alright. But because of me, that friend is... she's... Mayuri-chan. I guess I don't know what else Lukako's worldline story, whatever, would have been other than this sadness. I should have expected this, but I didn't. Lukako. A small voice calls out to me, just loud enough to be audible over the sound of the gravel moving. I look up. And find him standing there. The person most special to me. The rat man. Okabe-san. As nice as the ending was, it's only natural for the weight of everything to eventually come crashing down like this. Yeah. I mean, the ending was as sad as this. It was very much so they bonded because they were sad. So the moment I say his name aloud, the tears start coming. I try my best to hold them back.
昨日
Yesterday,
まゆりちゃんの
I went to Mayuri-chan's
告
funeral.
別式に行ってきました。みんな
Everyone cried.
泣いていました。
I didn't know Mayuri-chan was loved by so many people.
本当にたくさんの人から愛されてたんだなって。もちろん
Of course,
僕もま
I
ゆり
love
ちゃんのこと
Mayuri-chan too.
僕
I'm not really
かなり
good with
人見知
people,
りする性格だけど、
but she was always so nice to me.
まゆりちゃんは変わらずに明るく接してくれて、僕にとって
She was my best
一番
friend.
大好きな友達だったんです。
It's true. I loved Mayuri-chan. She was my best friend. But
なのに
why?
ね
Okabe-san?
え、岡部さん、僕たち
Why? Are we still
どうして
alive?
生きてるんでしょう。
Really asking the real questions there. Damn, Lukako. God. Thoughts. Okabe-san doesn't respond to my words. I paint expression on his face. He looks like he's in so much pain. Of course he is. As her childhood friend, Okabe-san was closer to Mayuri-chan than I ever was. She was so important to him. How can I say something like this to him? I'm about to do another bad thing. But I just can't help myself.
まゆりちゃんは
Mayuri-chan
死
is
んじゃったのに
dead.
僕は
But I'm
こうして今も
still a girl.
女の子のまま。
Okabe-san had said that this was what I wished for. But this isn't the world I wanted.
僕が
It just feels wrong for me to keep living like this.
とてもいけないことのような気がするんです。
A world in which I become a girl, all at the expense of Mayuri-chan's life. I never asked for this world.
そんなことはない。
It's not wrong. Okabe-san says to me, but even then, I know it's a bad thing. So
岡部さん、なんとか
is
ま
there
ゆ
a
りちゃ
way
んを
to
助
save
ける方法
Mayuri-chan?
ありませんか？
I ask him. But his response is plain and simple.
無
No.
理だ。
Okay, so yeah, this is the Lukako ending. Confirmed! Yay! At what cost?
そんな
That can't be. I unconsciously raise my voice. I can't just let things stay the way they are. I can't let the bad things stay bad.
考えましょうよ。
Let's keep thinking.
まゆりちゃん
I'll do
が助か
anything
る
to
ため
save Mayuri-chan.
なんだってします。まゆりちゃんから
I
前に
heard
聞
from
いたことがあ
Mayuri-chan
ります。
before
岡
that
部
you
さん
made
は
a device for
時間
traveling
を
back in
遡る装
time.
置を作ったって。それを使えば
If we use that, Okabe-san had been conducting some kind of super complicated research with Makase-san and Hashida-san. Apparently, not only had they made a machine to send emails into the past, they had also made a time machine. Traveling back in time, it all seems like some kind of dream. It's hard to believe. But if anyone could do it, it'd be Okabe-san. That's what I firmly believe. No, not just him. The reason he was probably able to make these incredible inventions is because he had Hashira-san, Makise-san, and Mayuri-chan at his side. Honestly, I had always wanted to be a part of their group. But I was never good enough. Unlike Hashira-san and Makise-san, there's nothing I can do. Even though I get that time traveling is amazing, I don't understand exactly how or why it is. I don't know anything about computers. I don't understand complex topics. I can never ask them to let me be a part of their group. It was impossible. We can't. Okabe-san shakes his head, his expression filled with dread. And still, I raise my voice to speak again. If we go back in time, I'm sure we'll find a way. There is no way. Okabe-san declares, his fists clenched. It may be cruel, but all we can do is accept Mayuri's death and keep on living. You can't give up. Why are you giving up? Are you sad at all that Mayuri-chan died? Giving up. That's bad. There's no way to save her. No, I don't want Mayuri-chan to die. Nope. Yep. Okabe-san raises his voice and grabs my shoulders in response to my continued whining. I instinctively pull back a little. Did you think it was easy for me to give up? Okabe-san manages to squeeze the words out. He then tells me exactly how much he went through to try to save Mayuri-chan. I sacrificed other people's memories and dreams, all to save Mayuri. I didn't care who I hurt, as long as I could save her. But I can't do it anymore. There's nothing I can do. His grief-filled cries, they remind me that I'm not only thinking about myself. That I'm only thinking about myself, rather. I didn't even try to consider what painful experiences Okabe-san might have gone through until now. Okabe-san was the one who built the time machine. There's no way he didn't try and use it to save Mayuri-chan. He had jumped back through time over and over again to try and save her from her fate. So many times. And yet, somehow, death always came out on top. There was no running away from it. Over and over again, Okabe-san was faced with Mayuri-chan's death. Faced with the death of someone so special to him. I want her to live. I don't want her to die. No matter how much he prayed to the powers that be, his feelings never reached them. Instead, only the unwavering reality of death repeated infinitely. Just how painful must that all have been? I'm sorry. How could have I said such cruel things to the person who had to watch someone he cares about so much die over and over again? But I didn't stop to think about your feelings. But even so, I can't help but say it. But it's not impossible, is it? There's still one more way left. I mean... There's still one way we haven't tried yet. The only option left. The only one.
僕が
If
男
you
に
turn
戻
me
れば
back into a guy,
それはダメだ
I can't do that. His response is quick and unyielding, almost as if he knew what I was going to say. But I have no intention of just backing down.
お願いします岡部
Please,
さん
Okabe-san.
僕
I don't want to be a girl so
Mayuri-chan
badly
を犠牲に
that
し
I'd
てまで
sacrifice
女
Mayuri-chan.
でいたくないですまゆりちゃんを
Please, save Mayuri-chan.
俺は
I won't turn you back into a
お前
guy.
を男には戻さない。
どうして
Why?
どうしてですか
Why won't you?
俺か
That's what I chose. I can't keep on hurting people to feed my
これ以上
ego.
俺のエゴのために誰かを傷つけることはできない。
You know, what's kind of funny is that it's a little hard going back and forth from Lukako's voice and Okabe's, but only specifically when it's mostly Lukako talking. It's a fun time. TM.
それに
Besides,
元の世
even
界
if
線
we
に
go
戻った
back
と
to
ころ
the
で
original world line,
マユリの
there's
死を
no
回避でき
guarantee
るか
we'll
どうかは
avoid
絶対じゃない
Mayuri's
んだ。
death. I mean, she'll die eventually, just, you know, different points. But
俺は
you won't sacrifice anyone's memories.
誰か
I
の思
won't
いを
sacrifice your memories for a small chance like that.
お前の思いを犠牲にはできない。だから
It's over.
も
岡部さん
But Okabe-san,
でも
this is unforgivable
許されないです
because
僕は
I don't deserve
僕
to
という
live
存
like
在に
this.
耐えられないんです
Aww.
僕が女の子であるとい
How
うこ
can
と
I
が
go on? Knowing that me being a girl contributed to Mayuri-chan's death.
これから一生受け止めて生きていくなんてこと
Because being a girl is a bad thing.
そのことが重すぎて
And that's too heavy a burden
押しつ
for
ぶさ
me
れちゃい
to
そうなん
bear.
ですねえどうして
Why? I know this is unfair.
どうしてあの時
Why didn't you
18年前
spend
のお母さんのポケベルに
Why didn't you send the mail to my mom's pager 18 years ago?
どうして
Why
まゆりちゃんじゃなくて
didn't you choose Mayuri-chan
僕
over
なん
me?
かを選んでくれたんですか
Right before Mayuri-chan Right before Mayuri-chan passed away, Okabe-san asked me if it was okay to turn me back into a boy. In exchange for agreeing to it, I asked him if I could at least spend a day together with him as a girl. But ultimately, Okabe-san decided not to turn me back into a boy. I know for a fact that the reason he didn't send the message was because of me. Why am I saying this to him? I know it's wrong, but this burden is too heavy for me to carry by myself.
お前は何も負い
You
目を
have
感じる
nothing
こと
to
はない
be ashamed of.
全て
was my
俺の選
choice.
択だ。マユリを殺したのは
I killed Mayuri.
俺なんだ。
The guilt is mine.
だから罪は俺が全て被る。
A part of me is extremely relieved, even happy to hear those words. But it's not enough to erase the guilt inside of me.
それに
Besides,
お前
I
にも
want you
幸
to
せ
be
になってほ
happy.
しいって思っている。
He says that, but
幸せになんて
happy.
なれ
How
る
can
は
I
ずないじゃない
possibly
で
be
すか
happy? I mean,
まゆりちゃんが死んだのは
when Mayuri-chan died
僕の
because
せ
of
いでもあるの
me,
に
because of this body of mine. And anyway, Wakabe-san won't be happy either. He looks straight at me, But I can't look back into his eyes. I'm not looking at anything. That twinkle that was there before is gone now. Okabe-san has to live with the burden of knowing that he abandoned Mayuri-chan. And that's all my fault. Because I said that I wanted to be a girl. Mayuri-chan died, and Okabe-san has to shoulder that guilt forever. I can't even begin to imagine how painful that must be. But can I really keep telling him not to give up? No. I'm sure that's something I shouldn't do. Telling Okabe-san to not give up after all the horrific things he's seen and experienced. I can't keep saying that to him. I just be being selfish. It wasn't because of you. Please, never say that again. I get where he's coming from. But he probably just wants to put my mind at ease. Heck, I want to undo my own sins and be at ease. But I can't bring myself to make Okabe-san's shoulder more pain just for my sake. So if that's the case, all that's left for me to do is... You may be sad now, but I want you to keep going forward and live enough for Mayuri too. No, I don't want that. I cling to Okabe-san's chest. In that case, I want to help bear your burden together. Then maybe this weight might not become a little lighter. Okabe-san's too. Bear it together. Don't be ridiculous. I'm a man disconnected from causality. I chose to stand by and let Mayuri die. Then I'll disconnect myself from causality too. I regain my memories of being a guy. So doesn't that mean I'm already disconnected? I also know that I'm only a girl because Mayuri-chan paid for it with her life. We're accomplices. This sadness. This guilt. I want us both to embrace them, so we don't forget. The weight of my sins will also become a little lighter. I understand. Okabe-san embraces me in his arms. Let's bear our burden together. His gentle voice, it's so soft and fragile. Let's live with these memories together. I finally feel like I've been forgiven, even just a little. Forgiven for being a girl. That sid will never disappear. It's just too heavy for me to carry by myself. But if Okabe-san carries it with me forever, can I stay by your side forever? I love you. I know I'm betraying Mayuri-chan, but I want to be with you forever. If he stays by my side. Of course. Yeah, that's it. Those are the words I have been waiting all this time to hear. I wanted someone to forgive me. And Okabe-san wanted to do the same thing as I did. He's the only one who can forgive me, and I, him. And like that, we'll continue to lick each other's wounds. But if that's what it takes for the two of us to be forgiven, maybe, just maybe, that's okay. The two of us sit there together until the sky turns orange, just feeling each other's warmth, all the while thinking about Mayuri-chan. I'm so sorry, Mayuri-chan. So sorry. At the end of it all, there was nothing I could do for you. Nothing. If only I could return to the past. The past. Hey, Okabe-san. You have a message, lukako. What's this one? Are you okay? It sounds like a lot happened. Are you okay? I know I'm in no position to tell you to cheer up, but make sure you eat. Mom and Dad are worried too. Aww. My friend got game ended, but hey, at least I could've got out with this dude I like. I mean, listen. I'm glad it sounds like you cheered up a little. Thank goodness. Just like I said before, we'll be back around the end of August, so let's talk about it then. No. Wait. Outbox. What did he say? You're right, I don't want to make Mom and Dad worry too much. Thanks for being concerned about me. I'll call sometime. Okay, that's cute. That's right. There's one thing I should have done for Mayuri-chan, but didn't. And because I didn't, I made her sad. What was it? Cosplay. Mayuri-chan, lover of cosplay that she was, always wanted me to give it a shot. She told me how I definitely look good in cosplay. She used to say that by cosplaying another character, another person, I might be able to find some self-confidence. She was always thinking of me, even on that fateful day. I had given in and was supposed to go with Mayuri-chan to Komima, but I ended up not keeping that promise. Normally I never get the chance to rectify that, but we have a way. I finally remembered. Can your time machine take me back to that day? You mean you want to go back? I firmly nod. Are you serious? I nod once again. Okabe-san looks like he's thinking for a moment, then slowly shakes his head back and forth. It's too dangerous. So far, I'm the only one who's used it. You sure about that? Please. At the very least, I want to see Mayuri-chan off with a smile. Because I wasn't able to do anything for her. This is the only way I can atone. No. This is probably just for my own self-gratification. But it's better than doing nothing. For me and for Okabe-san. But I thought you couldn't handle all the otaku. I'm a bit scared. But this is something I have to do. Besides, I want to truly be the same as you, Okabe-san. If I use that device, I'll be completely disconnected from causality. And then, I could feel what you feel. We could share the guilt.
だから
That's why. Once you've leaped safely, get in touch with me. I'm sure I'll help you get to Mayuri.
はい
Okay. Ultimately, Okabe-san relents. In front of us is the broken phone wave. It's hard to believe this thing is going to be able to send me back to the past, but apparently only sends my memories. Okabe-san told me that it's basically the same concept as sending an email to the past, much easier to understand. The two things I have to be careful about is that in order for the machine to activate, the large CRT in the Braun Tube workshop downstairs must be turned on, and that I can't go back more than 48 hours. I still don't really get how it all works, but I trust Okabe-san. I'm headed to the 15th, the morning of the day of Komima. Who knows what would happen if I arrived on the night before? As much as it pains me to admit it, I might freak out and end up not going. Today is the 20th. Since I can't go back more than 48 hours, I have to leap 3 times. Plus the CRT is usually on between just before noon and about 8 PM. That means that if I miss my window even once, 3 time leaps won't be enough. Okabe-san wants to limit the amount of jumps I have to make as much as possible, which means time is of the essence. I won't be able to relax or ground myself once I arrive. Oh no, I'm starting to get nervous. Okabe-san was saying how he's never let anyone time leap before. Is this going to work? What am I saying? I already made my choice, didn't I? I'm gonna fulfill my promise to Mayuri-chan. And if I fail, I'll finally be at peace. Don't worry. Your brain will hurt a bit, but the pain will go away soon. Okay. You must not get distracted once you reach the other side. Calm down and try to grasp your surroundings. It'll be okay. I'm with you. Okabe-san's large hand gently caresses my cheek. My fear subsides a little.
じゃあ
I'm going. Ikimasu. Okabe-san presses the button on the microwave's timer, and it slowly begins to move.
きっと戻
I'll
って
be
き
sure
ます
to come back. Yeah, I'll be waiting. As bolts of lightning fly across the room, I unconsciously pull back. While all this is happening, my vision starts to go white, and I can barely make out Okabe-san. I hate this. I thought it'd be okay, but I'm scared.
Okabe-san
Okabe-san. Where am I? Who am I? My memories, my consciousness, my vision, they're all a scrambled mess. A terrible sound pierces my ears. Deep behind my eyes, in the center of my head, I feel a pain like I'm being stabbed with nails repeatedly. It feels like somebody's put my brain into a blender. That's not good. It hurts. It itches. But in some strange way, it also feels good. What's happening to me? What's going to happen to me? My ears are rattled by another sudden sound. This one ripples its way through my head like some kind of wave. You're glad you have earbuds. You know what, that's fair. My lungs fill up with air rapidly, as if I hadn't been breathing at all up until this very moment. I repeatedly take deep breaths. Eventually, I finally managed to regain my composure. I'm in front of Akihabara Station. The usual crowds of people surround me. I place my hands on my face, almost as if confirming I'm still me. It's okay. I'm me. I'm Urishibara Luka. Okabe-san told me that there was a chance of my memories becoming a jumbled mess. Unfortunately, I only have a little nausea and a headache. It looks like I'm okay. Oh. With that said, I finally look at my surroundings. Most of the people staring at me. Not terribly shocking considering I was just grimacing in intense pain in front of them. Well. I try to say something, anything, but instead end up fleeing from the area. Akihabara's main street is exactly as I remember it. Did I actually travel 2 days into the past?
そうだ。
That's right. I finally realize I'm still holding my phone. Panicked, I checked the date. August 18th, 6:46 in the afternoon. When I was in the apartment room of the Future Gadget Laboratory, I remember seeing that it was the 20th. I mean, yes, my phone might be broken, but considering that I'm suddenly in front of Akihabara Station despite previously being at the lab, I think it's pretty likely that I successfully jumped through time. Which means I have to get moving. I have to get back to the lab in time to put an additional 2 days back. Just the thought of having experienced that pain again makes me want to back down, but if I look at it as a kind of punishment, I can deal with it. Deal with a sense of determination. I make my way toward the lab. A little farther down the street, I spot a familiar face. No. Hello? Dad. Goethe. I don't know. Goethe once said that no one had none have ever gotten lost on a straight road. I spent so much time talking to so many different people. Yeah, I can't find the right words for something like this. It's frustrating. Anyway, I think it's okay. Hate to feel the way you are right now. Just remember that time solves all things. Thanks for the message, Dad. I'll do my best to take your words to heart. I might feel lost right now, but I hope I'll find my way back. Sorry, I think it'll take a little longer for me to get back to normal. Sorry for causing you stress over this. Gotha, it's German. Ah. I'll go for this one. Mail sent. Look at you. Hashira-san notices me at the same time I notice him, and he calls out to me in a quiet voice. Sorry. I decided not to go to the funeral service after all. Eh? Huh? Aren't you headed there now? Oh, that's not the... Oops. That doesn't sound like we could go. Huh? Aren't you headed there now? You know, Mayuchi's funeral? Oh. I finally remember. The 18th is the day of Mayuri-chan's funeral. She passed away on the 15th. The funeral only would have been held on the 16th, but because burying someone on Tomobiki is considered bad luck, it got pushed back. Come to think of it, Mashida-san wasn't there that day. And actually, only now I realized that I'm in school uniform. I probably didn't notice because of the headache, but the areas around my eyelids are swollen too. It hurts quite a bit. This is probably from the non-stop crying over the last few days. I really did travel back to the 18th. So, that's that. I'll be seeing you. Hey. I call out to Hashida-san without thinking. Ooh, what's up?
どうして
Why?
橋田さんはどうして行
Why
かな
aren't
いん
you
ですか
going, Hashida-san?
お通夜
To Mayuri-chan's funeral?
まゆりち
I
ゃんの
mean... Well... Hashida-san lowers the brim of his hat, hiding his eyes. If I went, I'd have to accept that she's really gone. Oh. If I go to the funeral, then that's it. Mayushi will really be dead. And you know what? I don't accept that. I haven't accepted that.
橋田さん
Hashida-san. Mayushi was just fine. She was happy and smiling and laughing like she always does. And you're telling me she just dropped dead out of nowhere? Like hell I'm gonna believe that. Believe it or not, it's what happened. Hashira-san was with Mayuri-chan on the 15th, Akomima. Tragedy struck on the way home. He was the one there when she passed away. Hey, Lukashi. Did you know that things only occur if someone is there to observe them? As long as I don't see her, Mayushi ain't dead. That's how denial works, at least. In my heart, she's not dead.
それって
If I remember correctly, that's quantum mechanics. It's pretty much common knowledge among Chunibyo types. For right now, I don't care. I just want to believe that it's true. That's right. I remember Okabe-san and Dan mentioning something similar. Quantum mechanics. At the time, I didn't have the slightest clue what any of it meant. And just so you know, Lukashi, going to Okarin's place right now is pointless. Hashida-san's voice feels especially cold. Huh? But pointless. Totally useless. He's locked himself up in the lab and refuses to respond to anybody. Well, that's where we want to go, the lab, so... That's... And anyway, it's way too late for him to act like he's shocked or whatever. Act? Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't there when it all happened. But to be honest, I've lost a lot of respect for that guy. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I never heard Hashida-san talk about Okabe-san like this. Can you guess what Okarin did after seeing Mayushi collapsed on the ground? He didn't do anything. His face was totally blank. Hashida-san's tone intensifies. Just a goddamn blank slate. All he said was, Mighty's dead. Again, even... weren't they childhood friends? Didn't they grow up together? Was that all she was to him? I tried to stress to him that he wouldn't be coming back to us. All I could respond to with was, I know. You're wrong, Hashida-san. That's not... wrong? How the hell am I wrong? By being incorrect. Well... Dad. Everyone hesitates in life, even at my age. I still find myself puzzled at times. And it's okay to lose your way and puzzle over things while you're still young. Oh boy. I thought Okunin was better than that. I thought he was more compassionate. He always acts like a Junibyo jackass. At the bottom of his heart, he cares about the people close to him. Always thought he was that kind of person. He is. But this is just too much. And that's not it at all. Okabe-san. He's seen more horrors than anyone will ever know. He's been swallowed by all that pain and suffering. I hold my tongue. Okabe-san hasn't told Hashida-san about any of that. And if he wanted to, he would have already. He would have told him about his repeated attempts to save Mayuri-chan. He would have told him about the pain and sadness that he experienced over and over again. But Okabe-san didn't tell him. He knew that Hashida-san would react like this, and yet he still didn't explain himself. Everyone might have understood if he just told them, but instead he's trying to shoulder the burden on his own. The burden of abandoning Mayuri-chan. He knew he was going to be faced with this sort of anger. This is what Okabe-san meant when he said that the guilt was his to bear. And at the same time, this also shows how badly Okabe-san's heart had been chipped away at by failing to save Mayuri-chan. And once again faced with Okabe-san's incredible resolve to shoulder these sins by himself. After parting ways with Hashida-san, I finally arrived at the future gadget laboratory. The first floor of the building is the Brawn Tube workshop, a store run by a scary guy named Tanoji-san. In order to leap through time, the large CRT TV in the back has to be on. Good. The place is still open. I'm awash with relief when I notice the lights on in the shop. I look up at the window of the second floor. Okabe-san told me to go see him when I got here. I head upstairs using the narrow staircase on the side of the building. The steel door to the lab makes a louder creaking noise than usual. It's still kind of dark inside, and I can't sense anybody else in the room. I turn on the lights. I guess no one is here. No. In the back of the room. There. Okabe-san. Okabe-san's leaning against the sofa. For a moment, I thought he was sleeping. That's how motionless he was. But that's not quite right. Okabe-san's eyes are wide open, just blankly staring at a single point in space. The dark circles under his eyes led me to believe that he hasn't slept at all since the 15th. His beard has grown out, and his cheeks look shriveled. I inadvertently swallow my own breath. Okabe-san is in a bad place. After everything that happened with Mayuri-chan, the first time I saw Okabe-san was just a few minutes ago, technically 2 days from now. He was in bad shape then, but nothing like this. I had heard that Okabe-san had closed himself off after Mayuri-chan's death, but all I did was hear. I never saw how emaciated he had become.
岡部さん
Okabe-san. I called out his name, but he shows no signs of responding. His eyes remain in place. I'm worried he's not even breathing. Considering I eventually see him 2 days from now, his will probably be okay, but even then...
すまない。
3. As I inch closer, his low voice reaches my ears. It's so quiet, I can only just barely hear him.
すまない。
I'm sorry. Mayuri. I'm so sorry. He's apologizing. He's apologizing over and over again.
岡部さん
Okabe-san. Unable to watch any longer, I hold his head in my arms. But even then, he keeps repeating his apology, like some kind of sad broken record. I want to stay with him. I want to shoulder some of the guilt he's feeling. But if I stay here, I won't be able to make Mayuri-chan's wish come true.
岡部さん
Okabe-san,
聞いてくだ
I
さい
need you to listen carefully. I slowly pull his head away from me and start filling him in on what's happened. I tell him that I'm from 2 days in the future. That I need to time leap further into the past so I can make Mayuri-chan's wish come true. But
すまない。
I'm sorry.
すまない。
I'm so sorry, Mayuri. Damn. Okabe-san doesn't have the power left in him to think. Same. What should I do? There's only one I can turn to right now. But I don't have time to sit here flustered. I have to leap 2 days into the past and then leap again back to the 15th. If I stick around any longer, even if I'm able to leap back 2 days, the shop downstairs will close. That'll force me to have to make an extra leap in order to get back to the morning of the 15th. What should I do? I have no clue how to operate the time machine by myself. I want to avoid telling Hashida-san if I can. Oh. Give that man an emergency chalupa and a Baja Blast. Oh boy. That's right. There's one other person. Kurisu? Kurisu!
牧瀬さん
Makase-san. I heard that she played a huge role in building the time machine. She might be able to help me. No, I can't. I don't even know how to get in touch with her. Okay. Okabe-san probably knows, but I can't just look her number up without his. And that's not the time to be worried about that.
ごめんなさい
Sorry, Okabe-san. I grabbed the phone near him.
驚いたわ
I'm surprised.
突然知らない
Never
番
expected
号
you
か
to
ら
be
電話
calling
がかかってきたかと思ったら
Urashibara-san.
漆原さんからなんだもの
Makase-san didn't take long to get here after I called her.
あの ごめんなさい
I'm sorry for calling
急に
you
呼び出して
so
しまって
suddenly.
ううん
No, no.
気にしないで
Don't worry about it.
どうせちょうど
I
近
was
く
in the
に
area anyway.
本当は
I
マユ
should
リ
be
の
at
通夜に行
Mayuri's
くべきなんだ
funeral, but it looks like Makase-san's feeling self-conscious about her brief relationship with Mayuri-chan.
牧瀬さんが来てくれた
I'm sure Mayuri-chan would be
Mayuri-chan
happy if you went to her service, Nakase-san.
そう
You
かしら
really think so?
はい
Of course.
そっか
Mal,
漆
If
原
you
さん
think
が
that-
そう言ってくれるなら
well, if you think that's the case.
あれ
Wait,
でもあなたは
why
行か
aren't
ない
you
の
going? Weren't you
マユリと
two
は
really close?
仲良かったんでしょ
それなんで
Actually,
すが
about that,
実は
is it really okay for me to tell her? Nakabe-san hadn't even told Hashira-san the truth. Maybe I shouldn't be the one to tell Makise-san. But
マキセさんに
there's something I need to tell you.
私に
Oh, about Mayuri?
はい
Yes. The truth is, ultimately, I end up telling Makise-san everything. I want to avoid wasting time, but more importantly, not the feeling that Makise-san heard it all. She might be able to forgive us. That's how I feel. But wait just a sec.
話を整
Let
理
me
させ
get
て
this straight.
つまりあなたは
So you're telling me that you came from 2 days in the
さらに2日前に
future.
戻りたい
You want to go back an additional 2
そういうこと
days.
はい
Yeah.
タイムリープマシンを
Using the
使って
time leap machine?
はい
Yes.
そう
Makase-san goes quiet in thought. The fact that Okabe-san abandoned Mayuri-chan. The fact that both of us decided to shoulder that guilt together. She looks like she's not sure how to react to any of it.
あの岡部さんは悪くないんです
Okabe-san's not in the wrong.
悪いのは
I know you might not believe me,
信じて
but
もらえ
this
な
all
いかも
happened
しれ
because
な
I
いけど
said I wanted to be a girl.
女の子になりたいなんて言ったから
漆原さん
Urishibara-san.
はい
Yes,
その件については
about that.
その
Well, it's
大
okay.
丈
I already know.
夫それに関しては私も知ってるから
Huh?
前に
Okabe-san
Okabe
talked to me about it a while ago.
そうですか
Really? Yeah.
でも
You,
岡部が
Okabe-san
マユリ
really
を助け
gave
る
up
のを
on
諦め
saving
た
her?
だなんて ご
Oh,
めんなさい
I'm sorry.
別に二人
I'm
を
not
責め
trying
て
to
るわけ
put
じ
the
ゃない
blame on you two or anything.
でも
It's just
そうそれが本当だとしたら
that's true. I brace myself for what she's going to say next.
本当だとしても
Even if that's true,
私
how
に
could
は
I
何も
possibly
言え
say anything?
ないだって多
I'll
分
probably
私
never
に
be
は
able to fully understand what the two of you have gone through.
本当には理解できないもの
マキセさん
Makase-san. I was ready to tell her everything. It was the right move.
それじゃあ
まあ
行きましょうか
Shall we get going?
戻らなきゃいけないんでしょ
You gotta get back to the day before
だ
yesterday,
ったら
right?
急がないと
We need to move. Oh, yeah. That's.
そう
I'm sorry. Mayuri. Then we enter the lab. Makase-san sees Okabe-san staring into space, repeatedly apologizing. She casts a sad gaze on him.
岡部
Okabe.
ごめん
Sorry.
時間がなかったのよ
You
ね
don't have
そ
much
れじゃあ
time.
こっち
Come
に
here.
来て
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
本当は人体
We
にどう
still
いう影
don't
響を
really
与える
know
のかま
what
だわか
sort
ら
of
ないから
effect using this can
な
have
る
on
べ
the
くは
human
使いたく
body,
ないんだけど
but Makase-san speaks as she quickly preps things.
でも
But this is so we can grant Mayuri's wish. It's worth it,
マキセさん
Makase-san.
漆原さん
Urishibara-san.
私からもお願い。
I'm begging you.
マユリ
Please help
にいい
Mayuri
夢
pass on and pay. Blah, 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 blah. Peace. When she turns around to look back, look at me, her eyes are filled with tears. Thank you for the head pets.
それから16
And when
日
you
に
get
飛
to
んだ
the
ら
16th,
迷わず
don't
私に連
hesitate to
絡して
get in touch with me. No. Huh?
多分
The Okabe from 2 days ago will probably be in even worse shape than he is now. So... That's right. When I get to the 16th, I'm gonna have even less time to waste.
僕
I
分かったような気
I
がしま
think I
す。
finally understand.
分かったって
Understand? What?
岡部さんが
The reason why Okabe-san chose you as his assistant?
です。
Assistant? Eh.
助手だって言うなら
If I'm your assistant, then how about letting me help you out during times like this, you dummy? Aww.
マキセ
Makase-san. Sorry. It's nothing. Okay.
それより
Looks like I'm
こ
all
っちは
good to
準備
go
OK
over
よ
here. How about you? Yes,
僕も大丈夫です。
I'm ready. I stared at my body and placed my hands over the gear on my head. Thinking about the pain I'm about to experience makes me nervous, but now's not the time for complaints.
それじゃあ行くわ
Alright,
よ
here we go. Yes. Makase-san's finger pushes the enter key. The phone wave starts to move, and suddenly electricity is bouncing around the room. My vision goes white, and then... Once again, my brain feels like it's being stabbed by countless pins. But eventually that pain fades. Compared to the last time, the sleep wasn't nearly as bad. Maybe I'm just used to it.
ここは
This is... I'm in a back alley somewhere in Akihabara. For a moment, I question why I'm here, but soon remember that on this particular day, I was headed to the Future Gadget Laboratory in the evening. If I don't turn back into a guy, Mayuri-chan will die. At this point, Okabe-san had already explained the situation to me. I remember it being unbelievable at the time. I had a feeling that Mayuri-chan would be at the lab, so I was headed there. I did end up going, but from the outside I could tell that there were no lights on. I left without going in. I left without realizing that Okabe-san was actually inside the whole time. After leaving the area, I recall just wanting to talk to someone, so I visited Ferris-san's cafe. But she wasn't in either. Nobody was around. I ended up going home and sitting by myself. I remember being filled with self-hatred at the time, wondering what I was even doing. But now thanks to that, I can get to the lab quickly. Thank you, me of the past.
そうだ
Oh, that's right. I immediately start to dial Makase-san's number with the cell phone in my hand. Once. Twice. I eagerly wait for her to answer. But... no matter how many times I call, I met with the dial tone. Makase-san didn't pick up. She might be ignoring the call since it's from an unknown number. If I could at least get through to her voicemail, I could tell her about the situation.
どうしよう
What should I do? Nakasu-san's the only one I can turn to. I only have 15 minutes before the clock strikes 8. I can't afford to just sit here. I really head for the laboratory. Okabe-san. I call his name out as I rush through the door. Okabe-san might be willing to hear me out. I cling to the tiny thread of hope. Okabe-san. Reality can be a harsh mistress. Doing worse, for real. Just like when I saw him a few days into the future, Okabe-san is blankly staring into space. The only difference is that he doesn't physically look nearly as bad off. I have to do something. Anything. I cling to him and beg for him to listen. Okabe-san, please, listen to me. I want to go back to the past. I have to go back and see Mayuri-chan. You... Mayuri... He responded. Yeah. I want to go back to the past and grant Mayuri-chan's wish. Mayuri... I need your help to do that, Okabe-san. Mayuri... I'm so sorry. Mayuri... Okabe-san. After that, no matter how many times I called out to him, he just responded in the same exact way. It's almost 8 p.m. I'm not going to be able to time leap with the day at this rate. Within the day at this rate. The next time the machine can be activated will be around noon tomorrow. 2 days from then would be around noon on the 15th. Mayuri-chan, she'd still be alive. But if I go back to that time, everyone will be at Komima. Wouldn't be able to activate the machine. And then once the evening comes, nobody's gonna be in any condition to think about anything else. I'll end up having to wait until noon on the 16th. And by that time, Okabe-san will be just like this. If I can't get in touch with Makase-san, I won't be able to make Mayuri-chan's wish come true. All this would have been for nothing. I'll just keep looping endlessly. Okabe-san said it too. That he thought that if he could go back in time, he could fix anything. But reality isn't that simple. One cannot rebel against fate. If that's the case, will I forever be incapable of granting Mayuri-chan's tiny, innocent wish? That's just... At the very moment, I sense movement outside of the room. A person? Who is it? Wait. I suddenly remember. It was when Okabe-san was telling me about how he tried to save Mayuri-chan over and over again. Everything had begun when several armed men raided the lab. Those were his words. So wait, are the people outside? What should I do? If they're armed? Considering the state that Okabe-san is in, he won't be able to defend himself. But it's not like I could do much for him either. These men could come charging in at any moment. But maybe this is for the best. Maybe this is our way of atoning. Huh? It's faint, but I can just barely make out the sounds of someone heading back down the stairs. If the person outside isn't one of the bad guys, then it's... Makase-san! What? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. No, it's okay.
まあ確かに
I
驚
was
いた
just
けど
surprised is all.
でも
You
気に
don't
する
need
ほど
to
のことじゃないか
apologize.
らそんなに
すみません。
Sorry. I knew it. It's Makise-san.
でもどう
But
して
how did
私
you
だって
know
分
it
かっ
was
た
me?
の？
それは、
well,
さっきもマキセさん
You looked worried
Okabe-san
about
のこと
Okabe-san earlier,
心
so
配
I
してたみたい
figured
だから、
maybe.
もしかして。
そっか
I see. Makise-san whispers to herself, a sad expression on her face.
そう
You're right. I
心
was
配だっ
worried
たのよ
about
岡
Okabe.
部のことだって
With everything that's
あん
happened,
なことになっ
there's
て
no way you can handle all of this alone.
あいつが答えてないはずないもの
Even as she's talking, Makase-san is sadly looking at Okabe-san sit mindlessly against the couch.
それに
And
私も
besides, I don't want to be
一
alone
人でいるの
either.
辛かったから
Aww,
マキセさん、
Makase-san.
でも意
But
外
I'm
ね
kind of surprised.
ご
Oh,
めんなさい
sorry.
ほら
I just mean
漆原さんだって
you're pretty
ずっと
close to Mayuri.
親しかったでしょあなたのことだから
I figured you'd be crying the whole time.
ずっと泣いてるんじゃないかって思ったから
Oh,
僕は、
well,
その、
of course I'm sad,
もちろん
but
悲
I've
しい
had
です
more
けど、
time to process this than all of you, so
時間が経ってるっていうか、
I noticed the clock hanging on the wall. It's already 5 past 8.
時間
More
待って
time.
そうい
Wait a
えばあな
second.
た変なこ
What
と
are
言
you
ってたわ
talking
ね
about?
さっきも
And what did you mean by
Saki.
earlier?
私と会ったみたい
When did you see me?
マキセさん、
Makase-san,
お願いがあるん
I
で
need
す。
a huge favor from you.
僕を、
Please help me leap into the
僕を
past.
過去へ飛ばせてください。
過去って
You mean
も
you
し
want
か
to
し
use
て
the time leap machine?
タイムリープマシーンのこと
はい、
Yes.
ダメよ
You
あれ
can't.
はまだ
It's still.
僕なら大丈夫です。
Don't worry.
さっき
I'll
も
be fine.
ちゃんと
I
成
managed
功
to
しました。
successfully jump earlier.
さっきも
Earlier?
それじゃ
Wait.
あなた
Do you mean you really?
やっぱり
This is frustrating. I explained this exact scenario to Makase-san just a little while ago. Yet here I am having to do it again. The time we share together remains with me, but it doesn't exist for her. I suddenly feel detached from the world. It's so lonely here. So very lonely. I feel like I'm the only one left. I never knew it'd feel this lonely to not share time with another. Okabe-san has gone through this multiple times in order to save Mayuri-chan. He's existed in this lonely world by himself, quietly struggling against fate.
漆原さん
Irishibara-san. Huh?
うろたえるのは後
You have to
今は落
focus.
ち着いて
Calm
詳し
down
い
and
話を
explain
聞かせてもらえ
everything
るか
to
しら
me, okay? Uh,
大事な話なんでしょ
you have something important to say, right?
はい、
Yes, I do.
実は
The truth is, I nod and begin to explain the situation to Makise-san. Perhaps because I've already explained it once before, things go quite smoothly by my standards. She asks a few questions, but soon appears to grasp the situation.
そう
I see.
岡部がしたことや
It's all that I want to say about Okabe's actions, as well as what you're thinking. But unfortunately for me,
今はそれを
it
言ってる
doesn't
時
seem
間は
like
ない
there's
みたい
much
ね
time for that. I glance at the clock. It's already 10 past 8. All because I was dragging my feet.
ほら
Come on,
落ち込むのも後
save the frustration for later.
マユリの願いを叶えて
You
あげ
gotta
るん
go
でしょ
grant Mayuri's wish,
だっ
right?
たら
You know what you
今や
got
る
to
ことは
do,
一つ
don't you?
でしょ
Yes.
でも
We just
まず
have
いわ
one
ね
big problem.
時間
It's
的
about
には
time
そろそろ
for... Daddy. Yo, Nai. Did you come here just to see your old man? Yeah. I can hear Onasan and his daughter talking outside.
やっぱり
I knew it.
漆原さん
Ishibara-san,
あなたもう
you
2
said
回
you
タイム
already
リー
used
プマ
the
シン
time
を
limit
使って
machine
るのよね
twice, right? Yes. But
でも
all I did was put on those headphone things.
僕は
The rest
ヘッドホ
was
ンみたいなのを頭につけただけで、あとは
そう
perfect.
あとは数字を入れて
All that's
あの
left
パ
is
ソ
to
コンの
input
エンタ
the
ーキ
right
ーを押すだけ
numbers and
セッティ
press
ン
the
グは私が
enter
する
key.
からそれが
I'll
終わる
handle
ま
the
で
setup.
あなたは
You
ブ
gotta
ラウ
make
ン
sure
店
he
長が
doesn't
店
close
じまい
up
するのを引
shop.
き止めて
What?
僕がですか？
他に誰がいるの
Who else is gonna do it?
でも
But I mean, Onasan's giant physique alone is enough to make me tremble in fear.
セッティングが終わったら
Once
私
I
が代わ
finish
るから
setting up, I'll head outside and we can swap places.
一人で昨日
You
の
have
朝
to
へ
leave
飛ぶの
back to
よ
yesterday by
できる
yourself.
わよね
You can do it, right?
大丈夫
You'll be
キ
okay.
ーを一つ押せ
All
ば
you
いい
have
だ
to
け
do is press this key. By myself. But
マユリの願いを叶
you
え
want
た
to
いんでし
grant
ょ
Mayuri's wish, right?
わかりました。
Alright,
僕
I'll do it.
やります。
それじゃ
Now you're talking.
頼んだわよ
I'm counting on you. Makaze-san says firmly before heading to the computer. Empowered by her words, I exit the lab. I descend the stairs and make my way to the front of the building. Yonder-san has just come out to close up the shop. I'm just on time. But it's still way too early to be relieved. Excuse me? Uh-oh. Prompted by my voice, Yonder-san turns around, his hand still on the shutter. Little lady, you're... At my eye level, her giant pectorals and arms as large as barrels. Just that alone is enough to almost make me fall to my knees. How am I supposed to even stop him? So...
確か岡部んとこの
You're one of Okabe's.
なんか用かい
What's up? Huh? His voice is unexpectedly gentle.
どうした
What's
用があ
wrong?
って声かけたんじゃ
Need
ねえのか
something?
い
No. Yes. And then, his transparent blue eyes. I had never seen them up close before. They look so much more kind than I had ever expected.
もしかして
Is this about the other lady? I really know who he's referring to.
まゆりちゃん
You mean
ですか？
Mayuri-chan?
ああ
Yeah,
確かそんな
That was her
名前だったな
it's really
あの子
too
は
bad what
気の毒な
happened.
ことをしたな
Why? There's this sadness to his voice. It's almost as if his... blah, 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 as if he's crying.
お父さん
Daddy,
マユリお姉ちゃん
did something happen to Mayuri? He hasn't told her yet. And before either of us had realized it, Rishibara-san. Just as I begin to drown in my own inescapable cyclone of thoughts, Nakase-san's voice drags me right out.
待たせたわね。
Sorry to keep you waiting.
それじゃあ
Then it's ready. Yep.
あとは
You just have to do as I told you earlier.
できるわね。
You can do it, right?
はい
Hi. Yes,
僕
I can.
やります。
Perfect.
おいおい
I
お
know.
前ら
What are you
一体
ladies
何の
going on
話をしてんだ
about?
すみません。
I'm sorry.
少し
But can I have a
お時間いただいても
moment of
よ
your
ろしいですか？
I actually have some questions about
難関のこと
CRTs.
で。
Oh boy. While Makase-san draws Owner-san's attention away from me, I head back into the lab. I immediately head straight into the development room and up to the phone wave. Nakabe-san's still just as expressionless as before. Everything we've done has been invisible to him. My legs almost start shaking as I think about leaping to the past by myself. The Makase-san has bought me this time. I have to do this. I place the headphones on and take a deep breath. I bring my trembling finger close to the old-looking computer. My finger comes down on the enter key. I don't think I'll ever get used to this horrific pain. I check my surroundings and discover that I'm in bed. I was probably half asleep when I answered the phone, considering the upper part of my body's outside of my blanket. I check my cell phone to confirm the time. It's 5:30 on the morning of the 15th. The morning of the 15th. That's true, but my Iri-chan is still alive. Perhaps because I was asleep until a moment ago, my head feels heavy. Mary-chan had mentioned that she was planning on meeting up with Tachida-san the morning of Komima. She never specified the time, but she did say it'd be tough because it would be earlier than she gets up for school, which means worst case scenario, they're already at the venue. I hurriedly throw some clothes on and rush out of my room.
おや
Oh. That's already brooming the floor of the shrine.
お父さん
Dad,
おはよう
good
ござい
morning.
ます。
おはよ
Morning.
うどうしたんだい
What's the matter?
こんな
It's
早く
pretty
にどこ
early
か
for
へ
you
行く
to
のか
be
い
heading out.
はい
Oh, I'm going to this
コ
thing
ミマ
called
というところ
Komima.
に。
何コミマだ
Komima?
って
Really?
はい
Yeah.
うん
Oh,
コミマか
Komima, yeah.
気をつけな
Well,
さい
be careful.
あそこは戦
That
場だ
place
から
could be a war zone. What?
お父さん
Dad?
Hmm?
Yeah?
どうかしたかい
What's wrong? Could it be that his...
それより大丈夫
More
かい
importantly,
時間
Is everything
急いでいた
okay?
んじゃないのかい
Don't you have to get going?
そうだった
That's right.
それじゃあ
Um,
行ってきます
I'm off.
いってらっしゃい
Take care.
暑さ対策
And
は
make sure you
しっかり
stay
するんだよ
That seems strangely familiar with Komima. Has he gone before? I climb up the flight of stairs for the nth time in the last few hours and stop in front of the door. I can sense somebody inside. I hear a voice. A girl's voice. So warm and soft. So beautiful. A girl's voice. This voice belongs to. This voice belongs to.
あれ
Uh-huh. It's Luka-chan. I'd never mistake it.
ルカちゃん
Luka-chan.
てる
Do-do-do.
まゆり
Mayuri-san. It's really
まゆりちゃん
Mayuri-chan. It's you.
そうです
Of course it is. Mayushi in the
今日
flesh.
もコミマだからね
Today's Komima, so we all got up early. Mayuri-chan.
ルカちゃんこそ
What about you,
どうしたの？
Luka-chan?
こんなに朝
Why
早
are
くに
you up so early? Mayuri-chan. 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 It's really her. She's moving, speaking, smiling. There's no doubt about it. Mayuri-chan is alive.
まゆりちゃん
Mayuri-chan. Well, I can't help but hug her tightly. I'm so happy that happened. It's like, what if they don't hug? That would be tragic. But yay, hugs. Very good. I was scared that she might disappear if I didn't. But
ルカちゃん
Luka-chan,
まゆり
Mayuri-san. She's right here. This is so warm.
どうしたのルカちゃん
What's the matter,
泣い
Luka-chan?
てるの
Are you crying? Yes.
もしかして
Did Okarin
また
say
オカリ
something
ンにひ
super
どいこと
duper
言わ
mean
れ
to
た
you again? Sniff in quotes.
だったら大丈夫だ
Don't
よ
you worry your head about it.
マユシがきつ
Maya shall go and give him a
叱っておいてあげるから
talking to.
違う
No,
そうじゃ
that's
ないの
not it.
違う
Then
のだったら
why are you
どうして泣い
crying?
てるの
それは
It's just
Hui.
Maui. The frozen drinks were totally almost sold out at the convenience store. Sheesh. You think they stock up for Komima? I don't think the Kombini cares about Komima. Whoa! A Yuri situation this early in the morning? It's just a hug, man. God damn.
ほらダル
Hey,
そ
Daru.
こで突っ立ってる
Out
の
of the
邪魔
way.
だ早く中
Hurry up and...
ルカ
Luka.
こ
Ko.
岡部さん
Okabe-san.
二人と
No.
も
Don't mind me, you two. Continue whatever it is you guys are doing. God damn it, Daru. Thoughts. Excuse me? What's wrong, everyone? Am I totally not getting the hint here? Always.
それじゃあ
So you mean Okarin didn't say something mean to you? Lukako said that.
だから違うと言っているだろ
I told you I didn't.
ルカちゃん
You're sure, Luka-chan? Yes.
そっか
Okay.
だったらいいんだけど
If you say so. Apparently, Wakabe-san had gone shopping with Hachida-san to prepare for Komima. He was clearly surprised to see me here when he got back. But thanks to their sudden appearance, I've been able to hold back my emotions. Wakabe-san seems less energetic than usual. Of course he is. Rina is probably tearing himself apart inside. He's worried about whether he made the right decision or not.
あの
岡部さん
Okabe.
ねえね
Hey,
え
hey.
でも
So, anyway,
だったら
why are you
どうして
here this early,
ルカちゃんは
Luka-chan?
こんな時間にここに来たのかな
Huh?
オカリンと喧嘩したから
Maybe you didn't come here to talk to me about your fight with Okarin. What brings you to the lab this morning?
だからどうしてこんな朝早くにここに来たの？
That's right. I have something more important that I have to take care of.
そのことなんだけど。
Well, about
実はね
that. Oh, I know. You actually want to come to Komima with us, right? Yes, actually.
だったらね、
If you do, Mayashi really wants you to try cosplay and stuff.
コスプレしてほしいななんて。
前より
Mayuri.
そうやって
Didn't I tell you not to pressure her into going?
すっごく
But I
似合うと思うん
really
だ
think
け
you'd
ど
look great, Luka-chan.
ねえ
Are
ル
you
カちゃん
sure?
ダメかな。そのことなんだ
About
けど、
that.
やっぱ
I
り
was thinking of maybe giving it a try.
そうだよね。
Of course, you don't want to. Mayashi's sorry for bringing it up over and over again. Mayuri, you're on autopilot. Listen,
ま
at the end of the day, this isn't really the sort of thing you could just force onto someone. They're both on autopilot. Listen to the boy, girl. My bad. I'm too used to saying boy, if I can be honest.
あの
Huh?
そうじゃなくて、
Did you hear what I said?
や
I
っ
want
て
to
みよ
give it a try. To clarify, I don't mean I'm used to referring to Lukako as a boy. I just say boy more often when saying random shit like that. Anyway,
う。でもまゆし、
but Mayashi hasn't given up yet. One of these days, Sean's gonna have a change of heart.
心変わりして。
Stop ignoring. Huh?
あれ？
Wait, huh?
ルカ
Lukako?
お前
What did you just say?
なんと
Now they pay attention.
だから
I
僕
said that
コスプ
I
レ
want to try
して
cosplaying.
みようかな。
Why? For really, really? For really real? Yeah, yes. Yay! Luka-chan's gonna cosplay. Luka-chan's gonna cosplay. Are you sure, Lukako?
お前
I thought you weren't a fan of this kind of thing.
いいんです。
It's okay.
僕
I
やりた
I
いん
want
で
to
す。
do it. For Mayuri-chan. Yay! Awesome. Mayuri-chan. No. Oh. Okay. Hell yeah! Look at she's gonna be cosplaying. This shit is gonna be amazing! So true.
しかし前より
But wait, Mayuri.
ルカコ用の
Do you even
衣装
have a
が
cosplay ready for her? Of course Mayuri does. Hehehe. I already thought something like this might happen, so I have a cosplay all prepared.
さすがまゆ
Mayushi, you're the best. Good job.
ルカちゃんがいつコスプレ
Mayushi made it just in case Luka-chan ever decided to cosplay with
ておい
us.
たんだよ。まゆりちゃん。
Mayuri-chan.
へへへ
Hehe.
これで
Now one of
まゆし
Mayushi's dream will
が
finally come
叶
true.
うのです。
She looks so happy. If my cosplaying really means this much to her, I should have done this ages ago. My embarrassment is nothing in the face of such a bright, warm smile. I once again managed to hold myself back from bursting into tears.
ルカコ
Lukako.
はい。
Yes?
昨日は
I'm sorry about yesterday. Yesterday? You must be talking about when he asked me if I remembered being the guy.
いえ、
No,
僕
I'm
の
the
方
one
こ
who
そ
should apologize.
本当に
Are you sure about this? It takes me a moment to realize he's talking about cosplaying.
はい。
Yes,
僕
I want to do this.
そうか。
I see. Thanks.
岡部さん、
Wakabe-san. He knows. He knows that today, Mayuri-chan will die. He's had this reality driven into him time and time again. It's unavoidable. I wonder what Okabe-san's feeling right now. Wow, there are tons of people this year too. Message. Dad, that's your first time in Ariake. Make sure to drink plenty of water. So this is the first day. I'm guessing you're up to you-know-what? I don't think it's bad to have interest in things like that, but your old man would be happy if you didn't dive too deep into that stuff. Okay. I'm okay, my friend knows a lot, so we have ways to beat the heat. But I'm surprised by how many people are around. By the way, you need to know a lot about this, Dad. Have you come here before? And, you know what? What do you mean by you know what? I'm at the cosplay area with my friend today. I'm more intrigued by the answer to this one. An unbelievable number of people surround Tokyo Big Sight. Amazing.
光景だね。
My legs nearly give out after seeing the immense crowds. Lukashi, you okay? Huh? It's just my first time, so I'm a little
初め
nervous.
てだから緊張しちゃって。
Lukashi, say that one more time, but try and give more of a pleading look. No, Daddy, stop. Eh? Quit it, you damn perv. This time around, Wakabe-san's here too.
ダル君は
You're not coming with us to the cosplay square, right?
コスプレ広場
SMH. The first day is when you gotta make a run for the official booths. I'll probably hit up the cosplay square in the afternoon.
オカリン
What
は
about you, Okarin?
俺は特に目的
I have no particular objective, so I'll just stick with you girls. Yay! Okabe has two hands. One's for Mayuri, the other is for Lukako.
そんなこと言って
I bet you just wanna see Luka-chan's
見
cosplay.
たいんだよね
Oh yeah, they changed their costumes here, which is still weird to me, but whatever. Yeah, Kurisi can piggyback. It's not like that.
ラブラブだ
Look at you all lovey-dovey. No. It's really not like that. Wakabe-san just wants to spend as much time with Mayuri-chan as he can. This is his last chance. But
よかったね
aren't you happy, Luka-chan? Yes.
それじゃ
Alrighty.
あマユシーたち
Let's go
は
meet up with Fubuki-chan and Kaede-chan. Then we can head to the cosplay square.
それからコスプレ広場にレッツゴー
Uh,
ほら
come on, Luka-chan. Let's go.
待って
Mayuri-chan, wait up. But is that really true? Okarin! You waited for us just like you
ちょっと約束
promised.
したところで
He's a
待って
good
てく
boy
れたんだね
sometimes, most of the time. Yeah, well, I can't possibly go with you two into the changing room, so... Hehehe. I bet you're super curious about Luka-chan, aren't
気
you?
になる
Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in seeing how cosplay could change someone like Lukako. Dad, It's okay. I've never gone there myself, but there are lots of locals who know about it. Let me just repeat myself. I've never gone there myself. I don't believe you. At all. Whatever. Why do you always have to be so dishonest with your feelings, Okari?
あの
Mayuri-chan.
ほらほら
Now,
ル
now.
カちゃんも恥ずかしがって
Luka-chan,
ないで
don't be shy.
こっちこっち
Come and show
オ
Okarin.
カリンに見せつけてあげたらいいよ
Okay.
それではお待ちかね
Thank you for your
ルカ
patience,
ちゃんの登場
ladies and gentlemen. And I present to you Luka-chan. Ta-da!
見て見てオカリン
Look, look,
ルカちゃ
Okarin.
んのキラリ
She's
ちゃん
cosplaying as Kurari-chan. Adorable, right? Um... Thoughts? See? Right?
マユシーが思った
Luka-chan looks so good in Kurari-chan's costume. I knew it.
すっごーく似合ってるでしょ
Hehe.
ルカちゃん
Luka-chan.
オカリンったら
Looks like Okarin's
聞かれちゃって
speechless.
声にならないみたいだよ
そんなこと
I'm sure that's not... Spending time with Mari-chan like this. It all seems so real to me that she's actually dying. I had hoped that maybe by leaping back into the past and going to Komima, it could change something. Maybe this world line, or whatever it is, would change and she wouldn't have to die. Maybe that's actually happening? No, it's not, sweetie. I mean, she looks so energetic and full of life right now. Just talking and laughing up a storm. The future probably did change. Not enough. There's no doubt about it. Huh?
写真
May I take a photo of you? A stranger suddenly approaches me.
写真
Me?
僕の
そうだよ
Of course.
ルカちゃん
Your cosplay is super duper cute. So everybody's gonna want to take pictures. Or take pics. Whatever. But I...
じゃあポーズお願いしま
Can
す
we get a pose, please? Pose?
なんでもいいんだよ
Anything's okay. Just make it something cute. But... Do we get to see the cosplay? At this rate, probably not. But I'm pretty sure there was a CG of Lukako in this very cosplay outfit in the first Steins Gate. Like, I'm pretty sure there is a CG of it. Unfortunately not on this one for whatever reason.
大丈夫
You're gonna do just
マユシーがついてる
fine.
から
Maishi is right here with you.
まゆりちゃん
Mayuri-chan.
ね
Okay.
自信を持
Hold your head up high. Normally, if some stranger came talking to me, I just run away, scared. But right now, the faint possibility that the future might have changed has got me in higher spirits than usual. And perhaps more importantly, Mayuri-chan is right here with me. She's cheering me up, supporting me. Mayuri-chan is... That's why I...
こんな感じで
How's
どうで
this?
すか
I'm able to be a little more courageous, a little more daring. Yeah, yeah.
いい感じだ
You
よ
look great, Luka-chan.
そう
Really?
かな
大丈夫
Don't you worry about a thing. You have Mayashi's seal of approval. But... That confidence only lasts for a little while. Excuse me, can you look this way too? Oh, okay. Over here next, please. Around noon, more people arrive at the cosplay square, which means more people asking for my photo. Excuse me, over here, please. As the crowds crowd larger. Let's try that again. As the crowds grow larger, so too does my anxiety. I suddenly recall the time when I first met Okabe-san. I was surrounded by a bunch of men with cameras in the middle of Akihabara. Right. No, that's not quite right. I first met Okabe-san when Mayuri-chan introduced me to him. These memories, they're from the previous me. Memories of the world where I was a guy. Considering I'm a girl now, it's weird that I'm feeling this kind of fear in the first place. Thinking about this is making me a little strange. You're awesome, Luka-chan. I actually knew you'd be popular, but you blew my expectations away. Which is right. To be honest, I want to run as far as okay. To be honest, I want to run as far away from here as fast as I can. But Mayuri-chan's having so much fun watching me get pictures taken. And there's Okabe-san, watching her smile. I couldn't possibly run away right now. More and more people continue to take photos of me. Among them are people who even hand me business cards, talking about computer web pages and magazine names and the like. To be honest, lately, Luca. You're making your big sis sad. We'll be coming home around the end of August. I'm planning on buying you lots of cute outfits, so you better let me take pics. Oh. My bad. I lost track of time checking my spoils. Daru-kun. You never even came to the cosplay square. Look, the lines are even longer than I expected. Luka-chan. That was amazing. She was super cute. Everybody wanted a picture. For real? She was that popular? The future must have changed. To be honest, Mayoshi thinks you've just about wasted away half of your life if you didn't get to see Luka-chan. What? Half my life? Seriously? Oh, but wait. If Luka-chan's willing to come out to Komima tomorrow, you might be okay. Oh, Lukashi, can you make it tomorrow too? Things will just continue as always. Nothing will happen. Hey, Luka-chan, about Mayuri-chan's smile freezes in place. The carrying case in her hands drops to the ground. Tomorrow, the future. Mayuri-chan? Mayuri-chan slowly raises her hand. Almost as if she's trying to grab space itself. Her earlier smile disappears, replaced with a pained expression. And slowly, as if time has slowed to a halt, Mayuri-chan collapses to the ground. Everything happened so suddenly. All we can do is watch. Mayushi? Hashida-san's voice sounds so distant. The suspicious stares of the passers-by coldly pierce us. My heartbeat accelerates. The sound of the blood flowing through my veins is so loud that it feels like my eardrums are going to burst. Mayuri-chan doesn't move. Not even a little. Mayushi, what's wrong? Hashida-san runs to her. Okabe-san is... He simply watches things unfold, his expression unchanged. Mayushi! Hey, Mayushi! Answer me, damn it! Hashida-san holds Mayuri-chan up in his arms. He slaps her cheeks, calling out her name over and over again. But Mayuri-chan still doesn't move. She's not breathing. What is this? What the hell is this? Okarin! There's something wrong with Mayushi! She's dead. A heart attack. I already know this. That's right. I knew all along. The future hadn't changed. My coming back in time was never going to be enough to change things. Mayuri-chan. I remember the sight of her cold body. The sight of her calm face from within the cypress coffin. Mayuri-chan surrounded by flowers. Her cold skin. The white shelf. The picture of her smiling. The black picture frame. The smell of the incense. The weeping voices. The black vehicle driving away. The rising smoke. The small box.
死んだって
Dead.
そんな
No
嘘だ
way.
ろ
We were just talking.
今まで普通に話してたしおいマユシ
Hey, Mayushi. Wake up. Where's the camera? We're on candid camera, right?
僕を騙してどうしようってんだよ
誰
Daughter. That's right.
マユリは
Mayuri's dead.
死んだ
I knew it all along. I knew, but I wasn't there when it happened. Seeing with my own two eyes, nothing feels real.
救急車を呼ぼう
Let's call an ambulance.
つうかお前なんで
How can you be so
そんな顔
calm?
してんだよ死んだんだぞ
She's dead. She's never coming back. Don't you get it, Okarin?
分かってんのかオカリン
分かってる
I get it. But even if it doesn't feel real, the despair does. I couldn't do anything to save her. All I could do was watch.
見捨てたんだ
I stood by
俺は
and let her die.
マユリを
The ambulance eventually arrives, and while the medics do their best to try and revive her, in the end, nothing changes. Mayuri-chan is dead. Everything broke down into chaos after that, just like it had before. I guess I'm used to it at this point. Of course I'm sad. You know, the saddest thing of all is that eventually I'm gonna grow used to it all. Before this all went down, I had only heard what had happened to Mayuri-chan. I didn't see it myself. So what I saw at that precise moment was shocking, horrifying even. When I closed my eyes, I could see her surprised face with such clarity, her hands reaching out for space. And yet even then, the time between the wake and the funeral felt like seconds. I guess humans are creatures that eventually get used to things as they repeatedly experience them. Even the fun things. The fun of the experience fades after the second and third time. This goes for sad and painful things too. If anything, maybe it's easier to get used to those negative experiences. I don't think it's something we have control over. It's just how humans manage to maintain their mental balance. I get it. But even if it's something we have no control over, I don't think it's a good thing. Maybe this is what Okabe-san was so scared of all along. By experiencing Mayuri-chan's death over and over again, his mental health reaches a breaking point. And eventually he doesn't feel anything seeing his friend die. His heart just dies. I think Okabe-san wasn't able to deal with that. I mean, Mayuri-chan passed away. Okabe-san barely even moved his shoulders. He just kept staring at what was happening in front of him. He was objectively observing the event. I'm sure he was sad deep down. He was in all kinds of pain. Even now, I bet Okabe-san is at the lab, unmoving. But that's not because of the shock of her death. It's because of the guilt he has from abandoning Mayuri-chan. Or at least that's how I see it. His heart must be worn out. My dad once told me something.
生きるということはね、ルカ
Death is something that comes for us all.
常に死を内在しているものなんだよ。
死を
What do you
内
mean?
在している
死は
It means
誰に
that
でも平等
eventually
に
we all
訪れる
die,
ものだ。
no matter who we are.
そして 生き
All
とし
living
生きる
things
者
can't
は
escape that
こ
fate.
の世に誕生した時点で死という運命からは逃れられない。
運命。
Fate.
そう。
Yes.
生きるという
To
こと
live
は
means to move
死へ向かっ
closer
てい
to
くという
death.
ことそ
One
の
could
も
even
の
say
であ
that
る。
time is simply the road
時
to
間
death.
というものも死へと向かっていく道筋だと言える。生物は皆死ぬか
All
ら
living
こそ
things live
生き
because
てい
they
るんだ
must
よ。
die. I think that was when my cat passed away. When I was little, there was a cat that made a home under the eaves of the shrine. My mom warned me not to feed it because it'd become dependent, but even then, I still snuck him milk and fish. One day, the cat died. That's when I started to wonder why I hadn't seen him in a while. I saw him lifeless under the eaves, his body covered in scars. Maybe he fought a dog or another cat. That's when my dad talked to me, tears streaming down my cheeks. I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but now I do. Everyone eventually has a run-in with death. That's why us humans value what we have in the now. But what would we do if we found out the time of our deaths was predetermined? Okabe-san once said something to me. That no matter how many times he tried to save Mayuri-chan, it was hopeless. One time she got shot. Another time she was run over by a car. Another time struck by a train. Another time killed by a sudden sickness. He told me that Mayuri-chan's death was always waiting for her just around the corner. But if fate is predetermined, then... I look up after hearing the sound of footsteps.
ルカ、
Luka. My dad is looking down at me from his knowing eyes.
お父さん、
Dad,
なんだい？
what's up?
お父さん、
Dad,
僕、
I just don't
わから
get
ないん
it.
です。
I hit my dad with all the doubts in my mind, hoping he has the answers.
昔、言いま
A
したよ
long
ね。
time ago,
人は
he told me that all
必ず死
living
ぬって。
things eventually face death.
ああ、言ったね。
That I did.
生
Because
あ
we're
る限
alive,
り
we're always
人は必
marching
ず
toward
死へ
death.
と向かっていく。
That's what time is.
その道を時間と言うんだ。
じゃあ、誰がいつ死ぬのかも
Are our deaths
運命で決まっ
predetermined
てるん
by
ですか？
fate?
運命か。
Fate, eh?
そうだね。
Well, what do you
Luka は
think,
どう思う？
Luka?
僕には
I
わかりませ
don't
ん。
know.
でも、
But
もしも
if
決まって
things
いる
are
のだとしたら、
predetermined, if dying before the age of 20 is something decided from the moment you're born,
僕たちは一体
then why are we
何
even
のために生き
alive?
ているんでしょう。
ルカ、
Luka,
ねえ、僕
why
た
are
ち
we
は
alive?
何のために生きてるんですか？
On that day, I hopelessly watched Mayuri-chan die. I couldn't do anything. I willingly disconnected myself from causality so I could make her wish come true. I leapt through time, something nobody should be able to do.
僕は
I
僕はただ
just wanted to make
まゆりちゃんの
Mayuri-chan's
願い
wish
を
come
叶え
true.
たかったんです。
Dad probably has no clue what I'm talking about. I'm completely incoherent right now, just saying whatever comes to mind. But even then, I can't hold myself back.
まゆりちゃんの願いを叶えた
I just wanted to grant her wish,
そして僕は
and I thought I
その
did
願いを
I mean,
叶え
at
た
the
と思ったん
time.
です。だってあの時
when I cosplayed for her.
あの時
She was so happy.
とっても喜んでたから。
Her smile was so warm and grateful. But
でも
But
それは本当の
is
意味
that
で
really what
まゆりちゃん
Mayuri-chan
が願うもの
wanted?
だったんでしょうか。確かに
Sure, she was smiling, but
笑ってました。だけど
what if her true wish was something else?
もっと他にあったんじゃないかって。僕は
Why did Mayuri-chan want me to cosplay in the first place? Maybe, just maybe she wanted me to smile and laugh. Maybe she wanted to help me gain some self-confidence. She knew how shy I could be. She wanted me to be confident and smile from the bottom of my heart. Maybe that's why she kept trying to push me to cosplay. No, it wasn't just me.
まゆりちゃんは
Mayuri-chan just wanted everybody,
みんなが笑ってくれ
just
ることを願
wanted
って
everybody
まし
to
た。
be happy. She was always
僕も
me,
橋田さんも
Hashida-san,
牧瀬さんもフェイリスさ
Makase-san,
んも
Fairy-san,
下のお店の店
the
長さん
owner
も
of the shop downstairs, and Okabe-san.
岡部さんも
She wanted all of us to laugh and smile.
まゆしはね
Now she's most happy when Luka-chan, Okarin, and everyone else is
みん
smiling
な
and
が笑
having
顔でい
fun.
てくれるとすごく幸せなんだ。
みんなの笑顔
For everyone to
それ
smile.
がそれこそが
That was what Mayuri-chan
まゆ
really
りちゃんの
wanted.
本当の願いだったはずなんです。そして
And
そ
she
の
included herself in that.
みんなの中にはもちろん
That
まゆりちゃんそれが
that was probably her true
ま
wish.
ゆりちゃんの
But
本当の願いだったのに。
but at this rate.
ね
Hey,
お父さん
Dad,
教えてく
I
ださ
have a
い。
question.
ん
人は
What
死んだ
happens
ら
to
ど
people
うな
when
るん
they
ですか。
die?
死んでしまった後
What waits for
人
them
は一
after
体
death?
どうなるんですか。
Oh, there you are, Hifumichu. I was wondering about you.
死んだ後
After
Oh.
death, yeah. Dad, who had Dad, who had quietly listened to my rant this entire time, responds in a calm voice.
それならルカも知っているだろ
You
う。
already know the answer to
人は死ん
that,
だら
Luka.
神様になるん
They
だよ。
become gods. Right.
人は死んだらそれと
When
なり
people move on,
やがて
they
神とな
become
って
spirits, and eventually gods that watch over those of us left behind.
私たち神
For
道に
us
携わ
Shinto
る人間にとっ
practitioners,
て
that's the world that awaits us after death. I've heard this time and time again, ever since I was a kid.
だがもちろん
But of course,
そうじゃない考え
that's not the
方
only
もあ
way
る
of looking at things.
そうじゃない考え
What
方
do。you mean?
そう
Well,
例えば
to Catholicism, for example,
最後の審
people
判
are
によっ
judged
て
and sent to either
人は
heaven or
天国と
hell.
地獄に振り分けられる。また仏教では
In Buddhism,
人は死ぬと
people are
生まれ変
reincarnated
わる。
after they die.
あるい
Either
は
that,
生
or
前
they're
の業に
potentially
従
sent
っ
to
て
paradise
極
or
楽
hell based
あ
on
るいは地獄へ行くとも
or
考
hell
えら
based
れ
on
る。
the things they did in their previous life. I can read.
死んだ後に人がどうなるのか
The
は
world is filled with different ideas of what happens to us after we die.
だけどね、一つ
The
言え
one
る
thing we
の
know
は
for certain
そ
is
れは
that all
全て
these
私たち
ideas are things
生
that
きている
us
人
living
間が考
humans
えた世界
created.
だということだ。いいかい？
Listen,
Luka.
Luka. The things
死ん
us
だ人
living
に対
folks
して
do
生きてい
for
る人間が行う
those
こと
that have
は
moved on,
す
at
べ
the end
て
of the day,
生きている
we're really
人
doing
間の
them
た
for
め
our
にしてい
own
ることなんだ
sakes.
よ。
What?
死んだ後の魂
You're
が迷
preventing
わ
their souls
ない
from
よう
wandering aimlessly after death,
成仏で
helping
き
them
るよう
become Buddha, giving them
天
passage
国
to
へ行けるよ
heaven.
うに。 そう思って人
People
は
mourn for the dead in all kinds of ways.
でもね、
But at the end of the day,
死んだ
there's
先
no
に
world
世
beyond
界なん
death.
てないんだよ。どんなに豪華な葬
No
祭も
matter how
葬儀も
amazing the funeral service may
全て
be,
は
it's all
生きて
done
い
to
る
give
人
peace
間
of
の
mind to
心の
those
安らぎの
behind.
ために行われ
Left
るもの
behind.
だ。死んだ人は
The dead do not feel anything.
もう何も考え
They
ること
don't
はでき
think.
ない。
I also don't think, am I dead?
死んでしまった時点で
The moment they pass away
その
is
人
the
の世
moment
界は
that their
終わりな
world
んだ。
comes to an end.
終わり
And end.
そう。
Exactly.
だけど
But because that
そう思っ
concept
て
is
しまうのは
terrifying,
怖いから。だから人
people
は死ん
choose
だ
to
後にも
believe
世
there
界
is a
がある
world
と
beyond
そう
ours.
考えるんだ。なんて
As a
神主
priest,
である父さんが
I
こんな
really
こと言ったら
shouldn't be saying this
怒られ
kind
ちゃ
of
うな。
stuff.
まあ
Well,
これは
this is
あ
just
くま
my
で
take
も
on
父
the
さんの
whole
意見
thing.
だ。だがね、ルカ、
Luka, it's
考え
important
る
that
こ
you
とは
figure this out
大
for
切なこと
yourself.
だよ。
はい
Yeah,
お友達が亡くなって
I know you're in a
Ima,
great deal of
slight
pain
da.
right now,
で
but
も
I think now is
そうやって
when it's
自分
most
で考え
important
て
that
みる
you
のも
work through this
大事だ
yourself.
と父さんは思うよ。
What about with a boyfriend? Yeah. Dad nods. Then, after gently placing his hand on my head, he leaves the shrine. I notice that he grabs some luggage before leaving. He must have went out of his way to spend time with me, even though he's busy. And the world comes to an end. But then, what happens to Nairi-chan's wish? If it's true that somebody's world ends when they die, we'd never be able to grant her wish. If that's true, what was the point of becoming disconnected from causality? What's the point in jumping into the past? I don't want to hurt anybody else. That's what Okabe-san had said. He told me that he didn't want to sacrifice anyone else's memories and feelings. Okabe-san's a kind person, so he doesn't want to see anybody else suffer because of his ego. I know exactly how he feels. But then what about Mairi-chan's memories? Her feelings? She treasured her smiles more than anything else in the world. Where are those feelings supposed to go? I know I don't have the right to say something like this. I too changed the world for my own ego. Because I wanted this body, I let Mairi-chan die. But even then, I can't stop thinking. I need to figure out what I can do now. And grab Samidari and stand up. Seishin Zanma style. It cuts across all doubts and destroys evil. The evil within. This is what Okabe-san taught me. I sink into a front-facing stance. I lift Samidari above my head and swing it straight down in front of me.
Hit!
1. In order to swing away my doubts. 2. Strangely enough, with each string of Samidare, I feel like all the doubt in my heart begins to clear little by little. 3. 4. 5. Yes. At the end of the day, the path that Okabe-san chose was egotistical. He couldn't stand his own mind being chipped away at. He wanted to be at peace. And I'm just as egotistical for accepting his feelings. 11. 12.
10.
The sins Okabe-san committed, the sins I committed, All we're trying to do is make them a little lighter by shouldering them together. This is probably a bad thing. No. A wrong thing. Plus
10
18. How heavy is that sword anyhow? It's a toy sword. Like, it's literally one of those dinky little katanas that you can get for like a few bucks. Anywhere that just happens to have little dinky katanas for a few bucks. No, I think it was specifically $10, but like still, you get the idea. Like, it shouldn't be heavy at all. Yeah, way lighter than a real katana. However, have you seen Lukako's arms? Teeny. Very weak. If we continue down this path, Okabe-san will never smile again. No matter how much time passes, he'll never be able to truly smile. And it's not just him. I'm the same. Nakase-san too. Not a single one of us will ever be able to smile from the bottom of our hearts ever again. Not with my Eri-chan dead. There's a massive hole inside of Okabe-san's heart. One that I can't fill by myself. I can never take my Eri-chan's place. I said that I'd make her wish come true. I even leapt into the past to make it happen. But I haven't actually done that yet. I mean, nobody's smiling. T. 4. Nobody wanted this world. I never wanted to see this world. Nobody did. Hachida-san once said something. The world only comes into existence once someone observes it. There's no such thing as an unobserved world. It just remains unknown. I don't really get what that means. But if nobody wants to see the world that we're in right now, and 9. And that probably means this isn't the real world. This world was never meant to be. You look up after hearing footsteps.
Lukako.
Lukako. Okabe-san. For a time, we both sit in the corner of the shrine, silent. When I peek over at Okabe-san's face, he's looking a little better than he was when I last saw him here. Lukako. Hey then, got mail, buddy. Dinner. Do you actually want something light? Actually, that reminds me, someone's actually told me a while back. Apparently eating vegetables gives you energy. That's why I ate a whole bunch when you were still in my belly. Let me know if there's anything you want to eat. I'll do my best to make it. From Greek to Russian, you name it. What's Greek food like? I've never had any, so maybe just go with something normal. Thanks. Oh boy. And there's nothing in particular I want to eat. Go with whatever you want, Mom. Sorry I haven't been eating much lately. I'll definitely feel better soon. Who told you that eating vegetables gives you energy? You know the answer, Lukako. I like this answer best.
Hi.
Yes.
ありがとう
Thank you.
ルカ子
僕
I haven't done
お礼を
anything
言わ
to
れるような
deserve
ことなんて
thanks.
何も
そんなことはない
That's not true. You cosplayed at Komima for Mayuri.
マユリのためにコスプレをしてコミマに行ってくれ。あの日
She was so
マユ
happy
リは
that
随
day.
分と喜んでい
She
た。
just couldn't stop
一
smiling.
日中笑顔でいられた。お前のおかげだ。
And that's all thanks to you.
だから
You have my
ありがとう。
gratitude. I thought as much. I figure the reason that Okabe-san looks better in this world line is because I granted Mayuri-chan's wish. Or at least he thinks I did. Especially after seeing her smile up until the very end. I mean, that's the whole reason why I used the time leap machine so many times. I should be happy about that too. I should have been happy, but...
どうしたルカコ。
What's wrong, Lukako?
いえ、
It's nothing.
何でもないんです。
そうか。
Okay. Why is it that this pain inside my chest won't stop? No, I already know the answer. It's because I'm running away. I want to grant my Eri-chan's wish, no matter how big or small. Heck, it was our wish too. It was our only way of asking for forgiveness, or to lighten the burden of guilt. To try and rid ourselves of these feelings of regret from abandoning Mayuri-chan. But here we are. And I can't help but think that this isn't how things were supposed to be. Regardless of whether or not we granted her wish, or if she was smiling in the end. The fact remains that Mayuri-chan is dead. The end result is still the same. I refuse to believe that she wanted to die. I know she didn't. So nothing really changed. All we did was take some of the weight off of our own shoulders. This is for Mayuri-chan. This is for her happiness. We just keep telling ourselves that, by the end of the day, we're just doing this to try and find forgiveness. I think back on Dad's words.
いいかい
Listen, Luca. The thing us
死んだ
living
人に
humans
対して
do
生き
for
ている
those
人
that
間
moved
が
on,
行うこと
at the
は
end of the day,
すべて
we're really doing
生
them
き
for
てい
our
る
own
人間のため
sakes.
にしていることなんだよ。死んだ人は
The dead do not
何
feel
も思わない
anything.
もう何も考え
They
るこ
don't
とはできない。死んでしまった時
The
点で
moment they pass away is the moment that their world comes to an end. In the Shintoist teachings we follow, it says that people become spirits when they pass away. They become one of the gods. And then they go on to watch their descendants. This is what the concept of death looks like in Shinto teachings. But this is just a convenient explanation that to those of us still alive came up with. What happens after death, you say? It's just too sad to believe that there's nothing. It's too scary. But does anyone really want to become a god? Gods aren't people. Either way, a person's world, at least, as a human, ends the moment they die. Which means Mayuri's world is over.
そんな顔をするな。
Don't make that face.
マユリは
Mayuri,
俺たち
she
の
lives
心
on
の
in
中
our
で生きている。
hearts. As long as we
俺たち
don't
が忘れない
forget.
限りは。
岡部さん、
Okabe-san. That's wrong. That's just what those of us left behind want to believe. She's dead. She's not alive anywhere. The mighty Chan in our hearts is just a memory. And one day, we may very well forget her voice, her appearance. All of those memories will eventually fade away and disappear. Just like our sadness will. And eventually our guilt will disappear too. Can you really call that being alive? The reality is that we needed to carry the sin of abandoning Mayuri-chan together. But instead, we tried to lighten the load of granting her wish. We were never doing it for her. Her actions were empty from the beginning.
どうしたルカコ
What's wrong, lukako?
いえ
Nothing. Well, there's no way I can tell Okabe-san this. I can barely put it into words. Time crawls by, the two of us silent. This time, we're just experiencing together. This time that we're experiencing together only exists because we're both alive. Deep in thought. The clouds come and go above us. It feels like we're the only two people left in all of Akihabara. When I reach into my sleeve, something touches my fingertips. It's the picture we took with Mayuri-chan at Komima. The photo commemorating our first one together. Mayuri-chan was alive when we took it. She's smiling so joyfully next to me. On the other hand, I look like a shy mess. Time has marched on since then. Even now, it continues to do so. And little by little, I begin to catch up. I begin to catch up to when I first leapt back in time. These past few days were things I already experienced. But once I catch up, everything from there on is new territory. An unknown future lies ahead. Okabe-san said that many different world lines exist. The Okabe-san in front of me doesn't know that I leapt into the past. In the previous world line I was in, Okabe-san would have been prepping the time machine in order to send me back right about now. Soon, these two different world lines will intersect. It's too difficult for me to tell which of the world lines is Okabe-san from. This Okabe-san is from, rather. The one that knows I went to Komima, or the one that doesn't know? If it's in the latter, I'll have to show him this photo. But what comes after that is unknown to even me. Beyond that moment exists a future I've not yet experienced. It's just over the horizon. The intersection that leads towards an unknown future. Just a little bit more.
なあルカコ
Hey, lukako. I got mail. No problem, don't worry about it, it's okay. When you feel better, I'm gonna cook you up a storm. Try not to be too excited. No. Good mom.
はい
Yes?
俺は
I'm just thinking about destroying the phone wave named subject to change. What? My mind goes blank.
結局
At the end of the day,
D メール
D-mails,
タイム
living through time, all of these things were far beyond our ability to control.
これ以上
Nothing good will come from keeping that technology
いい
around.
ことなんてない少なくとも
Or if nothing else,
俺の周りに
it
いる
certainly
人間
won't
に
do
は
any good for myself or my
何もいい
friends.
ことなんてもたらさないあんなものは
We're better off without it.
ない方がいいんだもう二度と
We can't ever allow this kind of tragedy to happen again. Mighty has to be the last person we lose because of this foolishness.
生み出さないためにもな
Okabe さん
Okabe-san. It makes total sense that he'd arrive at this conclusion. He can't bring himself to sacrifice anyone else's memories or feelings. If he's made his decision, then that's that. But then...
本気ですか本当に
Are you sure?
しちゃうつもりなんですか
You're really going to destroy it?
あ
Yeah,
あここ
I've
何
been
日か
thinking it
考え
over the last few days,
そう
and I finally made my decision. Okabe-san from the other world, I never said anything like this. Which means that my leaping into the past and granting Mighty-chan's wish must have changed something in him.
俺たちはいつまでも過去にとらわ
We
れてい
can't
ては
let
なら
ourselves
な
be
い
trapped in the past forever.
過去を
We
断
have
ち切
to
らなきゃ
move
いけない
forward,
そのために
which is why we need to
あ
destroy
れは
it.
壊してしまうべきだと思う なあ
Hey, Lukako.
そうした
You
方が
agree
いい
with
と思う
me,
だろ
right?
僕ですか。
I
僕は
I can't answer immediately. I mean, if he destroys it, that means I'll never be able to save Mayuri-chan. I'll have to shoulder some sort of the responsibility for this decision. That's right. I was still being naive. Just the other day, the same day, at the same time, we never talked about this. At that point, Okabe-san already made his decision not to save Mayuri-chan. There was always the chance that he might have changed his mind somewhere down the road. And the possibility of that future existed. But this is different. Oops. But this is different. Is it me cutting ourselves off from that possibility? By nodding to Okabe-san, we'd be put on the path. A path in which we might never see Mayuri-chan ever again. The path toward a future where her very existence would cease to be.
どうしたルカ子
What's wrong,
どう
Lukako?
してうんと
Why
言っ
won't
てくれ
you
ない
say yes?
岡部さん。
Okabe-san? I just need to confirm for myself. Which Okabe-san is he? Does he know I want the Komima?
写真を
The photo.
写真
Photo.
覚えて
You don't remember,
ないんですか？
Okabe-san?
岡部さん。
お前がタイムリープマシン
I
に
remember
囲まれ
you
たんだ
leaping into the past,
その直
and
後
then suddenly I got teleported
ここにいた。
here. Oh. Interesting. So the, thingies did the thingies.
それじゃあ
Then you
写真の
don't know what happened. Look what I saw in front of me right now.
は
Oh,
あ、そうか。
that's right.
ルカ子、
He leapt into the past to
お前
grant
はマイリ
Mayuri
の願い
Chan's
を叶える
wish.
ために過去へ飛んだんだったな。写真とい
In
う
the
か、
photo, did it all work
全
out?
てはうまくいったのか。
He doesn't know what happened.
それは
Well, then I already know what I have to say to him.
それが
I didn't make it in time.
僕ダメ
ダメ
You
と
mean you failed?
失敗したということか。
はい
Yes.
2日前
2 days ago,
18
I managed
日
to
まで
make it back to the 18th, but the shop was closed.
結局お店が閉まっていて
I never would have expected the lies to come so easily. I can feel the photo in my hand get crushed as I close my hand nervously.
そう
I see.
はい
After that, I couldn't lean back
過去に戻
anymore.
ることができなかっ
では
What about Komima?
たいけませんでした
I couldn't go.
ならば
Then I guess you didn't grant
マイリの
Mayuri's
願いを
wish,
叶え
huh?
られなかったと。そうよ。
はい
No. He goes from looking normal to this very, very sad rat man. Okabe-san looks disappointed. He must have taken my word for it. Of course he did. Okabe-san never been able to fathom the idea of me lying to him about something like this.
あの
Uh,
だから僕
I want to try
もう
again.
一度行きたいんです今度はちゃ
I'll
んと
make
しま
sure
す
to get it right this time. I'll make it work.
う
Please.
まくいくようにしますからだから
The shop should still be open. The sooner the better. On Okope's mind, a conversation about destroying the machine never even happened. But it wouldn't even surprise me if he eventually arrived at the same conclusion. And if I...
お願いします
Please,
まゆりちゃんの
this is
た
for
めなんです
Mayuri-chan.
ルカ子、
Lukako.
まゆりちゃんのために
I have to try it one more time. I want to go back to the past.
過去へ行きたいんです過去を
I have to change
変えたいんで
things.
す
If I stay here any longer, doubt might take over. So before that can happen...
わかった。
Okay. If you insist.
そこまで言うな
You're going then?
ら、もう一度だけ言ってくるか。
Yes.
注意事項はもう言わな
I
くて
don't have to walk you through things, right?
はい
No.
この時間からだ。
Given the current time,
このに行くには
I'm going to have to leap at least 4 times in order to make it to Komima.
平気
Are you
か。
going to be okay?
はい
Yes.
もう
I've already gotten used to it.
そうか。
Good. That's right. I shouldn't have doubted myself from the start. All I wanted was my own future. A future in which I was a girl. A future with Okabe-san on my side. I could only have that if I was a girl. There's no other way for me to have that to happen. Within me 17 years of life experience as a girl. But that's something I was never supposed to have. That's why I...
行くぞ。
Let's go.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
俺の顔に
Is there something on my face?
Yeah.
No.
そうか。
Then, let's get moving.
改めて
Got it. The moment I arrive at the evening of the 18th, I dash to the Future Gadget Laboratory. She should be there at this time of night. I catch my breath just outside of the lab and spot a shadow descending up the stairs.
マキセさん
Makase-san. Huh? I need your help,
お願いがあるん
Makase-san.
です
Please.
マキセさん僕に力を貸してください
漆原さん
Urishibara-san.
お願いします
Please.
やっぱり
This just
こ
isn't
のまま
right.
じゃいけないと思うんですだから僕に力を
待って
Hold on
漆原
just a
さん
second,
とに
Urishibara-san.
かく一旦落ち着いて
How about you just take a deep breath and calm down, okay?
すみま
I'm
せん
sorry. It's just I'm in a hurry and
つい
no,
いいの
no.
よ
It's fine.
それより
What's wrong?
話を聞かせてくれる
Tell me what's
そ
going
んなに
on.
急いで
Why are you in
一体
such a
何があったの
hurry?
それが
Well, I tell her everything that's happened up until now. Funny enough, I never had really spoken to Makisa-san much, but over the last few days that's changed. But of course, I'm probably the only one that feels that way. Holds goodies you mind now, fair enough. In Makase-san's mind, there are no memories of me previously asking her for help. In this world line, that chain of events has been completely overridden. This feeling of closeness I have towards her is completely one-sided. Something about it all just feels so futile. Okabe-san must have felt this way all along. And now, I'm once again trying to force the same thing upon him. It makes my heart ache just to think about it. But even then,
いいの本当に
are you sure?
はい
Yes,
決めたことですから
I've made my decision. But even then, I chose this path.
そう
I see.
漆原さん
If
が
you're
そ
that
こまで
sure,
言うなら
then you must have
考
given
えた
this
末
a lot
の
of
ことなん
thought.
でしょうね
Even if Okabe-san ends up hating me in the end.
分かったわそれ
Alright,
じゃあ
let's
ラ
get
ボに行きま
inside.
しょうか
Okay. Okabe-san, as expected, is curled up in the corner. He probably doesn't even realize we're in the room. But right now, that's for the best. If he knew what we were trying to do, he'd probably try to stop us.
漆原さん
Yoshibara-san. Nakase-san hands me a piece of paper as she quickly sets things up.
今ググったわ
I just googled
20年
it.
くらい前
It's
に
an
あったレベ
alphanumeric
ル入力
conversion
の
table for
数字
pages
文字
that were
変換表
popular
は
around 20 years ago. On the memo is a chart for converting numbers into letters, written in rough handwriting.
それでわかる
Can you read it?
はい
Yes,
大丈夫です
I can.
じゃあ
Great.
別の紙
Then on a
にその
separate piece
対
of
応表
paper,
に変換した数
write
字
down
を
the
書いて
converted numbers using that chart.
ルールとして最初に
We'll
ア
have
ス
to
タリ
start
ス
it
ク
off
に
with
アスタリ
the
スク
star
に
2,
入力
star
しないといけ
2.
ないから
So
ひら
keep
が
it
な
at 16
16文字分でお願い
characters.
書いたら PC の
Once you
方
got
に
in
それ
and
を直
jotted
接
down,
入力して
and put it directly into the PC, and send that sucker to the past. That sucker to the past.
はい
Okay. In order to turn me into a girl, Okabe-san sent a message to Mom's pager telling her to eat lots of vegetables. Which means I should send the opposite message.
できました
Done. The recipient is my mom's pager number. Makaze-san's already well aware of this. She quickly enters the numbers that I wrote down. After finishing up, she exhales and turns to face me.
電話レンジが起動したら
Once the phone wave
キーボードの
activates,
エンター
press
キ
the
ーを
enter key on the keyboard.
それで
Tell us the
打ち込んだ
inputted
数字
numbers
が
back into
過
the
去に送られ
past.
るわ本当に
Are you really
いいの？
sure about this?
お願いします
Yes, I am. I nod my head, and Makaze-san activates the machine and stands up from her chair. Lightning bolts dart around the room.
エンターキーは
You should be the one to push the button. Right. I exhale and stand in front of the keyboard. If I had the chance, I wanted to tell Okabe-san while I was still a girl. I wanted to tell him that I love him as a girl. I wanted to tell him goodbye, but I can't do that. Not anymore. So this is goodbye. Goodbye, Mai. Lukako, wait. Huh? Lukako. Okabe-san. I raised my face to see him standing in front of me, no longer curled into a ball. Okabe.
Okabe-san,
Okabe-san.
どうして
Why are you?
追ってきたんだ。
I came chasing after you. From the other room? Chasing? Wait,
もしかして
you leapt through time, didn't you?
タイムリープを
He nods. Damn.
お前言ったな。さっき
Before you left.
タイ
You
ム
had
リー
told
プ
me
が
that you
慣
were
れている
used to
と。
time leaping.
お前の話では
But from what you had
過去に
told
行ったのは
me,
一度
you
だ
only
けだ
had
った
the chance to leap once.
それな
Which
の
didn't
に
make any
過去に行ったか
sense to me.
妙
That's
だ
why
と
I'm
思った
here.
な。それで追ってきたんだ。
Okabe-san steps towards us. He sees my hand by the keyboard. A surprised expression forms on his face.
ルカコ、
Lukako,
お前まさか
are you really going to?
バレちゃいましたね
I guess you caught me red-handed.
ではやはり
Then,
嘘をついて
I'm sorry for
すい
lying
ませ
to
んでし
you.
た
I
本当
I
は
actually went to
コミ
Komima.
マ行きましたまゆりちゃんと写真
We
を撮
even
りま
took
し
a
た
picture together. Mayuri-chan. She
す
had
ご
the
く嬉し
biggest
そうに
smile on her face.
笑ってました
過去を
You're trying to fix
元
the
に戻すつも
past?
りなのか。
はい
Yes.
どうして
Why?
分かっ
Do
てい
you
るの
understand
か。
what you're doing?
元に
This
戻
means
すとい
you'll
う
go
ことは
back to being a guy.
男に戻るということだぞ。
Okabe. Nakaze-san raises her voice at him as he closes the space between us. But he continues anyway.
これまでお前が女として過ごしてきた17年がなくなってしまうということだぞ。
It just means that your 17 years of living as a girl will all just vanish into nothing.
それでもいいの
Are you
か。
really okay with that? The me of before would have shrunk at the sound of angry yelling. I probably would have frozen in fear. But now I have to accept everything he has to say. All of Okabe-san's words, his glare. I have to accept it all and stay true to myself.
いいんです
Yes,
それで
I'm okay with it. I won't be able to get through to him if I don't.
ううん
This is
そ
how
う
it
しな
has
きゃ
to
いけない
be.
んです
All this began because of my own
元はといえば
selfishness.
僕のわがままから引き起こしたことだから
だが
But that was originally my
あのね岡部さん
Okabe-san,
僕
I think.
思うんですずっと
I think I've just been
夢を
dreaming
見て
this
た
whole
んだ
time.
って17年間にわたる
A long, long
長い
dream.
長い夢を
17 long years. Hazy feelings. From a time when I was a guy. My original self's feelings.
女の子になりたいだなんて
In real life.
本当だっ
Once you
たら
become a girl, is a nearly impossible dream to fulfill.
叶うはずないんです でも
But I had the
僕はそ
fortune
の
of
夢を
experiencing
現
it
実にできた
for 17 years.
17年
I
も
was
の
able to
間
dream.
ずっと夢を見ることができた僕のそんな思いを
You do, Okabe-san.
岡部さんに
You treated my feelings, my
大切に
memories,
してもらえた
like something precious.
だから
That's enough
僕
for
に
me.
はそれで十分なんです
ルカコ。
Lukako,
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry, Okabe-san.
多
What
分
I'm about to say to you
今から
might be a little
僕が言おう
harsh.
としていることは岡部さんにとってそれは
I know that it's going to cause you a great deal of
とても
pain.
辛いこ
But
と
I
だ
have
って
to
分かって
say
いる
it.
けど岡部さん
Okabe-san, please
まゆりちゃ
say
んを助け
Mayuri-chan.
てあげてくださいそうじゃなきゃ
If you don't, you'll never
Okabe-san,
be able to smile
笑えな
again.
いから僕だって
And neither will I.
笑えないから
漆原さん
Urashibara-san.
岡部さん
Okabe-san,
言いました
you
よね
once told me, didn't you?
も
That
う
you didn't want to sacrifice anyone
誰かの
else's
思いを
memories.
犠牲になんてしたくないってでも
My memories won't be
僕の思いは
sacrificed.
犠牲になんてなったりしませんよだって
Not after how much you've taken care of me.
こんなにも岡部さんに大切にしてもらえたから
And take Okabe-san's hand and gently press it against my chest.
ルカ
Muka, go. The warmth from his hand spreads to me.
岡部さん
Okabe-san,
僕
I
は
might
も
not
う
be able to have feelings for you
岡
anymore.
部さんを思うこと
But
はで
that's
きないけど
Is that how that works?
でも
I don't think that's how that works,
それで
Lukako,
十
but
分
that's
です
okay.
だから
So this time,
今度はまゆり
this
ちゃんの
time,
思い
I
を
want you to cherish
みんなが笑
Mayuri-chan's
っていること
feelings,
それ
her
が夢だって言った
memories.
まゆりちゃんの
Her
思い
dream
を
was to smile with
大
everyone.
切にしてあげてくださいまゆりちゃんの笑顔を
So please, take back her smile.
取り
Take
戻して
back
く
her
ださい
future.
それがきっと
I'm sure that's what all of us want most.
本当の思いだから
Okabe-san's true feelings. That's why I'm going to smile with everything I got.
でも
But
もしも
if you ever feel
くじけ
down
そう
at the
になった
dumps,
ら
just tell me.
いつでも言ってくださいね
I'll be okay.
辛いことがあったら
If you're
い
ever
つ
in
だって言っ
pain,
てください
just come to me.
僕には
I may never
Okabe-san,
be able to
辛さを
truly understand
本
what
当
you're
に分か
going
ることは
through,
できないけど
but I'll think with you.
でも
I'll cry
一
with
緒に
you.
考えますから僕も一緒に泣き
That's
ますから
that's about all I can do.
分かった
I understand.
分かったよルカコ
I got it,
その
Lukako.
時は
And when the
お
time
前を頼
comes,
ることにしよ
I'll
う
be counting on you.
岡部さん
Okabe-san.
どうやら
Clearly, I've made quite the miscalculation.
そうだな
Hmm. I
忘れ
had
ていたよ
forgotten that us Lamems move and work
俺た
as
ちの
one.
面の思いは
We all share the same objective.
そして目的も
岡部
Okabe,
まさかルカコ
who would have thought
それ
that
を
you'd
お前
be the
に教
one
え
to
られる
teach
と
me
は
that, Lukako?
岡部さん
Okabe-san. Numbers on the phone waves display slowly count down. I let go of his hand and once again stand in front of the keyboard.
それじゃあ
Now
岡
then,
部さん
Okabe-san,
僕
I'm off.
行きますね
Yeah,
牧瀬さんも
Makase-san,
ありがとう
thank
ご
you
ざい
so
まし
much. I hope we get to talk more in the future.
たもっといろんなことをお話しできると嬉しいです
Yeah,
そうね
me too. And finally,
岡部さん
Okabe-san, I take my feelings and lay them all out.
ありがとう
Thank you.
大好き
I
でした
loved you. Because I love you.
エル
Sai
コング
Kongu.
です
So, Lukako. This is goodbye. Goodbye, girl me. Goodbye, the love of my life. Goodbye. 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 Come on, Lukaku. Over here.
待ってよ。
Wait up, Mayuri-chan. Oh, Karin. We're coming in. Do-do-do. How are you feeling, Okarin? Nice in the hospital. Mayuri, let me take this opportunity to teach you an important lesson. Nobody gets hospitalized for feeling good. So true. Accurate. Great. I'm glad you're feeling awesome. Mayuri. But Mayoshi was super shocked to hear that you got so badly hurt out of nowhere. Can you at least listen to what I... excuse me. Oh, Lukako. You came too. Yes. August 21st. Okabe-san had shocked us all by suddenly getting hurt. It was a really bad stab wound. He nearly died from bleeding out. Okabe-san refused to tell us what actually happened, and I got the strange feeling that it must have been something important. But we're so glad you can move now. Remember when you couldn't even go to the bathroom, so you had to wear a diaper? Hey, Mayuri! That's... the diaper? Wait, Mayuri-chan, did you... Yeppers. Oh dear. You should have told me. I would have helped. Say what? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Jeez, what am I saying? Even if we're both guys, that's a little... Oh, by the way, listen to this. Lukaku promised me he'd cosplay. He's gonna do Kirari-chan. Wait, really? Mayuri-chan's been making cosplay for as long as I've known her, and she's always wanted me to wear one of her creations. I've always said no, but... It's really true, right, Lukaku? Yes. I'd be happy to. It's not like anything's changed. I just kinda felt like it. I felt like maybe it could change by giving it a try. That's all. You must think I'm weird, right? No. I'm glad. Huh? I said I'm glad. Are you listening? I didn't see that coming. I figured Okabe-san would be surprised or weirded out. Lukaku, you're probably gonna be super duper popular. You're such a cutie. You might even make it into magazines. And then Mayoshi will get to make all sorts of cosplay for you. Very good. Hey, Okarin. What kind of cosplay do you want Lukaku to try? Mayoshi'd like... Let's see... Maybe something more boyish for next time? He looked good in frilly magical girl stuff too. Mayuri-chan's so excited over the idea of me cosplaying. But... Oh, yeah. Okarin, you should come with us to Winter Komima. Yeah, sure. Okabe-san's expression was gentle and warm. Something about watching the two of them interact just...
ルカ君、どうしたの？
Lukako, what's wrong?
え？
Huh?
だって
You're crying.
嘘。
What? No.
僕、泣い
Why
て
am I?
大丈夫？
Are you okay?
どこか痛いの？
Did you hurt yourself?
違うよ。
No,
そう
I
じゃない。
didn't. I didn't.
そう
So
じゃないん
why
だけど。
am I? Why? Why won't the tears stop? Oh,
僕、
I'm going to peel an apple for
リンゴ
you.
でも剥きますね。
Will you make it rabbit-shaped, lukako?
本当に大丈
Are
夫？
you sure you're okay? Yes,
平気。
I promise.
大丈夫だ。
I'm okay.
だったらいいけど。
I hope so. It's not like I'm sad or anything. I honestly don't understand. But for some reason, I'm just so happy.
それじゃあ、
Alrighty then.
たちまた来
We'll be
るから
back later. Make sure you
ちゃんと
listen to your
看護
nurse.
師
Got
さんの言
it?
うこと聞くんですよ。
毎回言わなくとも
I'm not a
子供
child.
じゃないんだ
You
から
don't have
分
to
かってい
keep
る。
telling me that. Nakabe-san's mood is healing just fine. But the folks at the hospital said it'd be a little while before he'd be released. The stab wound was deeper than anyone expected. Thoughts. There was actually something I wanted to ask Okabe-san today. Something I could never find the right timing for. But today is the day.
ルカコ、
Lukako,
お前は
don't forget your training.
授業を続けるのだぞ。
Mastering Seishin Zamba
精神残波流の
requires
練習に
daily
は
practice.
日々の鍛錬が必要だ。
Yes.
じゃあまたね。
See you later, Okarin.
あ、
Yeah. Today's the day.
岡部さん、
Okabe-san.
どうしたの？
What's
ルカ
wrong,
君。
Lukaku? I'm finally going to ask him.
僕、
あ
岡部さん
Have a
に
favor to
お願い
ask
があ
of
るん
you.
ですが。
お願い？
A favor. Something I've always longed for. Please.
僕を
Please.
僕を
Make me a
ラ
lab
ボの一
mem.
員にしてください。
You're already a lab mem, buddy.
何？
What?
僕、
I've
ずっと
always
羨
been
ましかったんです。
envious.
僕
I
も
wanted to hang
皆
out
さんと
with
一
you
緒に
all as fellow lab
ラボ
mem
の
for
メン
so
バー
long
として過ごし
now.
たかったんです。これまでは
But I
なかなか
could never
言い出
quite
せな
find
か
the
ったんです
courage
け
to
ど、
ask.
で
Until
も
now.
思い切って勇気を出して言うことにしたんです。僕には
I'm not sure
何も
I'll
で
be
きな
able
いか
to
もし
help
れない
with
けど、
much, but
でも
what I could never ask for, what I could never do, not anymore. I have to have courage.
ルカコ、
Lukako. I have a long way to go before I can call myself confident, but I want to change that, little by little.
お願いです。
Please,
岡部さん、
Okabe-san,
僕を
make
ラ
me
ボ
a
メ
lab
に入れて
man.
ください。オカリン？
Okarin?
そうか。
I see.
退
I
院
was
したら
planning on telling you
真
after I
っ先
got
に言おうと
released,
思っていた
but
んだがな。ルカコ、
Lukako,
お前はも
you've
う
been one of us
ずっと
for
前
as
から
long as I can remember.
俺たちの
You've
中
always been a lab mem.
ラボメンだ。
His voice and expression are gentle and inviting. That's why I... No.
ありがとうございま
Thank
す。
you so much.
嬉しいで
I'm
す。
so happy.
すご
Oh
く
my gosh. I struggle to keep myself from crying. Yay!
これでルカ君
Now
も
you're
ラボメ
officially a lab mem. Yes.
僕、
I'm so glad I had the courage to ask.
よかったです。
Let me make this perfectly clear, Lukako. You're strong. Stronger than you think you are.
僕が
I am?
強い
Yeah.
壁さん。
Okabe-san. Just those words alone are enough to make me feel like I can grow even stronger.
それからもう一つ言っておく
Oh, and there's one other thing I have to tell you.
俺の名は法王院
My name is
相馬だ
Yoin
夢
Kyoma.
忘れるな
Never forget that. Fumichu.
はい、オカ。
Yes, okay. Kyoma-san. The hot summer will soon come to an end, making way for the fall. It feels to me lots of good things are just on the horizon. I can't wait to see what happens next. Oh, that's the ending divergence. 1 point, or... Yeah. 1 point, blah, 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 blah. But... But... 1 point, blah, 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 blah. Means Karisu's dead. But anyways, that was exciting. To put it lightly. I guess I have to do all of these to unlock the next ones. That's different. Makes sense. But I'm pretty sure there's only one left after this. Because I remember there only being 10 thingies. Though I am noticing a pattern with the divergences. So like Kurisu is here at 0.32 and then here Lukako was at 0.4. So like I'm gonna guess that these two are also gonna connect to main story. Unlike pretty much all the other ones. Because like the 3.0s, we already know what's up with them. But then 0.337 specifically seems to be where things are chaotic. You know? But like, I find it really funny with Suzuha's because like Suzuha's is 337, 337. And probably because of all the Suzuha's. But anyways,